Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. March Madness officially underway.
Let's go.
Some of our schools are playing basketball still, some are not. But either way, good luck to everybody who filled out a bracket. Hope you get some bread.
Just like you coordinate from head to toe.
Wait, I didn't even
Gil said I don't match normally. I didn't really appreciate that before the show. I have a
From
very eclectic
They just did win today.
calf muscle poppy. You got to show off the
Whenever
calf
they
always.
play.
Like he went straight to the mall.
Supported.
Straight to the student store.
Just supported my alma mater.
That Jersey store that got all
I did go to the student store.
Yeah.
You know, have to make it fit. It's a little snuggle. But Gil, good to see you back in the arena. We missed
Welcome
you yesterday.
back, Gilbert.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Load management.
Jeez. Load management.
They said you on a voice restriction today, Gil. You can only talk for 10 minutes.
I'm Kawhi.
So use it wisely.
Kawhi with the voice. No back-to-backs.
But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas back here with us in the arena.
Back.
And on this side of the couch, we got four-time WNBA champion of the world, Sheryl Swoopes. Four.
Okay, just making sure.
You know, I'm always giving you your credit. You're just due. Could read all the accolades, but it would take all show. Also on this side of the couch, representing Tough Crowd University, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. See you wearing your Bucks green. We got a big game tonight.
Yeah.
Gonna get our revenge.
Been in the house. A lot of beef out here.
A lot of people looking for you. Kelsey Plum said, pull up. Come get this work. I Lawson said, pull up. Come get this work. Lou Will said, pull up.
Everyone's
Damn,
trying to.
Brandon, what you do?
And I'm sitting.
Jeff Teague said, pull up.
Jeff Teague said pull up.
I said, and I'm gonna send fruit baskets.
You sending them off fruit basket?
Damn.
That's not dick riding anymore.
I don't think fruit basket's gonna get you out of these asses. They try to give you.
They looking for you. We got your back, though. And on this side of the couch, we got former #1 pick, the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, Kenyon Martin.
Yeah.
So, Kenyon. Know what's happening today? You got lost your voice too?
Yes, he lost his voice.
Can you sacrifice his voice for Gil to be back in the arena? But over here on this side of the couch as well, we got WNBA champion of the world,
Going around.
the newest and truest Seattle Storm, Lexie Brown. Give it up for Lexie Brown. Show your love if you can.
Yeah, I think I ain't saying too much already today.
Don't do that.
What?
Well, you got a lot more to say. We got a long show. Before all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Heat are 5-16 since trading Jimmy Butler and are clinging to the final play-in spot in the East. Is Heat culture officially cooked? And as a result of that, is Pat Riley cooked? He's been around a long time. He's been holding on for dear life. And after dropping 4 straight road games, the Lakers are in the midst of a 3-game winning streak after burping the Jokic-less Nuggets Wednesday night. He was still there. They said Joker Jamal Murray was ducking. I don't know if I believe it or not, but understand. They didn't want any of this ass whooping. What message are the LA Lukas sending the rest of the league with LeBron's sideline? But before we get into all that, if you want to get your bread right, go ahead, download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And Luka plays tonight. Bucks Lakers, Staples Center, Underdog dropping a Luka discount every game he plays for the remainder of the regular season. That's right, we're dropping specials for every single Luka game, including tonight's game against the Bucks. Special has now hit 9 times in a row. That is 9 straight times. Ladies and gentlemen, get your mind right and hit that Luka special. Just use the QR code on screen or the link in the chat to claim your offer for tonight's game. And as for tonight, Mr. B has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let's take a look if we can. So you got Giannis, higher 28.5 points. As a reminder, the Bucks take on the Lakers tonight. You got Dame, higher 22.5 points.
Damn.
You got Luka. Good job, Mr. B. Higher 8.5 assists.
Yeah, everything higher.
And see, you're
Very-
supportive,
very
and I appreciate that.
optimistic
You got Austin Reeves higher, 11.5 rebounds and assists. Lakers on the second night of a back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
But they're just playing the Bucks. It's not no big deal.
Huh? Wow. What that mean?
Pick a side.
You see what I'm on.
They said you got to check in before you come to Staples. All right. But if you take Mr. B's partner pack, you got a chance to win nearly 18 times your bread. How is everybody feeling about Mr. B's picks for this evening?
All I see is it's blurry, so all I can see is
It's blurry?
Is Luka and Austin. That's all I can see. I can't see the top part of it. So them bottom two look great.
Can't see the top.
Yeah, Giannis and Dame, they didn't have they games up in
Blurry.
Games have been
Golden
blurred.
State was good, so I know they're gonna come out tonight.
Mr. B, I got some unfortunate news. We asked the chat if they're riding or fading with your picks tonight. 46% said they're riding, 54% they said they are not rolling with your picks, at least the first two.
And that's the first.
The Caucasian Laker picks will be holding firm, will come into fruition.
Well, we'll see.
But for the 46% of you that are rocking with it, if you like these picks, download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. So we drafted teams against each other at the Dog Bowl a few weeks back. Had so much fun, we decided to include the fans this time, except for LOL hot dogs, because you sir are too much of an expert at this. We're trying to get a dub. So right now, Underdog is launching a Gil's Arena NBA Playoff Best Ball Tournament with a $50,000 prize pool.
Oh, wow.
Draft a team for the entirety of the playoffs and compete against everyone on this couch and the rest of you guys in the chat. First place not only wins $5,000, but we are also flying you out to watch an episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop, live in studio. Tournament is live right now. Draft before it fills, and you may even see us in your draft lobby this weekend. We have a link in the chat to the NBA lobby. Find the tournament there. We'll be drafting our Gil's Arena best ball teams on this couch in the near future, so stay tuned for that as well. Shout out to Underdog for making this happen. We got Berm in the building. Dog Bowl 2026, excuse me. 4 seasons in Maui, courtesy of Underdog.
Hey,
Preliminary
seasons in
plan.
Maui.
This is a suggestion.
quick question. What if I win?
Inevitably, good. You'll get the first pick again. Under
No, what I'm saying,
mysterious
if I
circumstances.
win, like, how you gonna fly me out?
Then you can pick someone.
We will carry you from upstairs to downstairs.
You gotta fly me somewhere.
We got you on Southwest.
You're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
You don't
I just
like
like
to
the-
leave
I just
Los
like the-
Angeles.
Yeah, we get the flight.
You
You're
don't
not
even
gonna
like
show
to
up
leave the
anyway.
valley.
I'm told you get a day off of Gil's Arena if you win.
Well, unfortunately,
No.
you've already
more.
used that day.
No more days off for you.
I like the option of going places. That's
You
just the option.
just don't like getting on the actual
Black.
plane to go there.
I'm like, you want the option.
You
Don't
should-
tell
you
me.
should
You can pick someone.
somebody to fly out if you win.
Oh, brother.
God.
There you go. Okay.
All right, and as always, we do mostly fans at the end of every show. If you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog username, we use it on this program, $50 bonus, your Underdog account. If you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, and we use this video on the show, $100 bonus to your Underdog account. If you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So we appreciate all the love for Gil's Arena. We're still doing our Gillian subscriber giveaway. We are trying to give you money, people, so please accept it. All right, right now, where are we at? 985?
Wow.
What is the Gil's Arena channel at? Did we cross? We are still at 985,000 subscribers on the Gil's Arena YouTube channel. Very close to 986. So we are going to give away at least $2,000 on the show today. If we get it to 986, that'll be $3,000
Wow.
for 3 lucky Underdog users out there. But let's get into it. So Gil, I'm more than merely a host. I am a movie star now too. But it seems like you have now forayed into getting your acting on now.
Let's go.
Trying to supplant me as the only movie star on the couch. Your latest Adidas commercial just dropped. Let's take a look.
Crazy Light Shorts test series, let's get it. First test Kalina, ergonomic V-notch. What is V-notch anyway?
Please, I'll show you.
V2, huh? V-notch design? Damn, that's crazy.
So you're an actor
job,
now, Gil.
girl.
Bravo. Bravo.
Special K too. Give him Special K, okay.
Yeah, I want to put a disclaimer in there.
Uh-oh.
I had to edit out a little part in there.
What part did you have to edit out, Gil?
The actual crossover wasn't ready yet.
Wasn't ready.
They didn't tell me that there was going to actually be a move. I thought I was going to go over there and do a little token defense. And then she took off and snatched me. And I was like, wait a minute.
Delete that, put it.
Go right to her in her shot. So, yeah.
The chat is throwing W's up right now. I think they like your new Adidas commercial. How was it shooting that Adidas commercial, Gil? And how come?
It was actually fun. It just reminded me back, when I was a real player, right? Going through it, and I was sitting there like, man, this is when you need T-Mac. These 7-hour days, boy, he would have had that cut down to 30 minutes.
Get the cameras rolling. Let's go.
It was fun. The next generation coming up, so, a lot of young up-and-coming stars to get to work with them and,
So is more commercials coming?
Yeah, that was just a snippet.
Oh, that was?
Yeah.
With more players or her again?
More players.
Tough.
I like the fact
That's
that it
cool
was
that
a
she
girl.
was in it. Girl, look at you. Growth.
For the dub.
Growth.
For the dub. For the dub.
Yeah.
Look at
That was the
everybody.
Hedge Man in
He's getting there.
2025.
Growth.
He's getting there.
Now I want to open up to the rest of the couch. Most memorable commercial you've been a part of? We got a lot of famous people on this couch.
Commercial? Have I even done a commercial?
Most memorable. For me, it would be my shoe with Kyla Pratt, the Little Rascals thing.
Yes, I remember.
With my son, I was pushing him in the swing, and Kyla Pratt was like, "He got a jump shot?" I said, "He's only 11 months old. I had a jump shot when I was his age." That was like the most memorable, and probably because it's like recirculating out there right now. So
Okay. Get them air swoops.
Yeah.
Get your mind right. Mr. B, how about yourself?
The one I did with Stuart Scott, the deer in the headlights, the ESPN van commercials.
Yeah.
After my rookie year, it was just dope, just being with Stuart Scott and Brent Berry, just talking about the game. So that was
the late great Stu.
Yeah.
Sure, our producer would like to let you know air swoop size 9, please, if he wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
The new ones come out. Size 14 over here as well. If you want to just keep distributing. Let's move this side of
Talking about
Caucasian.
it.
How about yourself?
Maybe
He lost
Reebok
his
shoot.
voice.
Reebok shoot myself. BD, Steve Francis, that whole crew.
Is that what the dungeon one? So it was like a house upstairs, downstairs?
No, that was.
Or that was something else?
That was a, yeah, Reebok joint.
And Lexie, how about you?
Well, I've never been in a commercial, but I was supposed to do a commercial with Reebok with my brother and my dad, but I ended up getting sick, so I wasn't able to do it. But they still did it, and it was like an anime themed thing they made these like crazy versions of the pump shoes. So him and my dad were having like a Dragon Ball Z type dunk contest with each other, and I was like, I don't know how I was gonna fit into that commercial anyway, but it was really cool that they got to do it. It was up in Times Square and stuff, so that was cool that they considered
what
me.
they should've
But yeah,
rescheduled.
I was so sick. I was like, I can't do this, but y'all got it.
You didn't have no double?
No. It ended up being really cool, just
Wouldn't
them
have been
two.
the same.
It was
You said they didn't have a double?
Just had a...
it was way better that I wasn't involved in the dunking commercial.
No.
Like getting some water and walking out or something?
No, it had to be me.
Exactly. It wouldn't have been the same.
I know, but...
They wasn't gonna have me in there dunking, I know that. So they would have built some
You
type
might throw
of
loud.
something.
Yeah, you'd have probably...
But it had to be me.
No.
But yeah, I was
You would have been
on my
at the shooting
deathbed.
thing.
So.
You've done a lot of stuff,
thing.
obviously, in addition to this latest and greatest Adidas promo. The most memorable commercial you've been part of?
Most... probably, was it my second shoe, where I was basically rejecting the idea of the brotherhood campaign. Because Nike just put out their, I don't know what that shit was, like the hanger, and he had everybody up there.
It was probably a great Nike commercial.
No, it was a great Nike commercial, right? But the concept, I was
probably really good.
And I was telling them like, wait, hold on. Yeah, even though Kobe's in it and LeBron's in it, they're not getting rid of signature shoes, right? This is just part of the what's the name? Y'all are trying to get rid of signature shoes and have us all the same, right? Just same shoe, just different color.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that ain't going to work. You're going to lose a lot of money doing that because if I buy these 3 people's shoes, now I'm going to just buy the best color.
If the shoes are the same.
If the shoes are the same. So I was like, you know, the fact that mine are low top, I'm actually different anyway. So I want to do my own commercial.
So Gil, our producers have actually tracked down that commercial.
Damn.
We have
Oh, wow.
One commercial, it was a lot of commercials.
Well, we've got one of them.
Okay. Well, this probably ain't it.
Hey, welcome back to Cooking with Gil. Today I'm gonna show you how to cook chicken and shrimp on the hibachi grill. First, we need chicken and shrimp. I have my chicken, and I have my lobster.
Shrimp.
No, you're a lobster, I need shrimp.
I am a shrimp.
No, I need shrimp. You need to go. Get off my set. How you doing, chicken? First off, we're gonna have my chicken cut up peppers. And then I'm gonna season my shrimp. And of course, you're gonna slice and dice. Throw a little basil and a little parsley. And then we're gonna throw the chicken on the grill. You need a little salt, a little pepper, and I said chicken and shrimp. Oh, that's a lot of smoke. We're out of time. Thank you for cooking with Gil.
Serving Detroit, March 23rd, 2008.
Wow.
So what ended up happening is
That was a horrible.
What had happened was
so
that was terrible.
That was awful.
no, wait.
That was terrible.
No, but that was the point of it. So they only gave me 10,000. So they like, you want to do your own commercial? $10,000.
Oh, so you came up with
You
this.
Yes.
came up with that?
That looked like
Now think about it.
That's
The
10,000
shoe-
worth.
The shoe idea, I had 20 colorways. So they gave me $10,000 to do a commercial.
And
I'm
you
like,
came up with this?
So me and my guy Zach, who he's still up with Adidas, he's the lobster. We're sitting there trying to brainstorm. I'm like, this is some bullshit. So he was like,
Wow.
Let's just make
Wait.
the worst commercial
let's
ever.
just make spoof commercials and put them on YouTube. So we made a bunch of spoof commercials, put them on YouTube, and they took off.
I bet it did.
Right? We didn't think nothing about it, and every shoe it was just random commercials after random commercials.
Do we have any more?
So there's several, right? So
Y'all
there's
find another one?
I
Right.
know.
Now
I
I'm
gotta find
intrigued.
those.
now, and then
Facts.
you know what happened right after that?
Because that was
They
terrible.
didn't. They stopped giving you money for
No.
commercials?
There's a famous Nike commercial that decided they were gonna do the same thing and do it YouTube style.
Was this jumping over automobiles and things like that, Gil? Okay. I am a YouTube aficionado and expert.
Oh, you
What
have that?
commercial was
Oh,
it?
Nike seen it and Kobe. Now think about Kobe's online commercials.
I don't remember.
Jumping over the car, jumping over the snake pit, and the funny.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, you remember when he
I
jumped over,
remember.
like he's sitting there with his
Yeah.
low-cut shoes, and that's how he introduced his low cuts to the world. Sitting there doing this, and then a car came and he jumped over it.
Yeah, because Kenny Smith.
My
did it.
favorite
Terrible.
commercials are the puppets.
Oh, yeah.
The Kobe and LeBron puppets.
Shout out Des.
Those
it
are
was
funny.
That shit was terrible.
Yeah, no. But that was the.
So how
it was
many?
just,
Wait, so how many did you make?
I end up overtaking, I think, T-Mac for shoe sales.
No, how many commercials
How many
did
of
you
those
make?
commercials did you make?
That I did Black President, I did Age of Zero, I did the Wilson where I was Tom Hanks, and it was just me and Wilson.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Right, it was like, yeah.
I got
I did,
it.
I did the
That was
Black
so
President
horrible,
when
but now that
I think I'm Barack
you know the
Obama.
background, that's cool.
I got to see that one.
Yeah, so it was about 7 or 8. Yeah.
So let's keep this thing moving.
hilarious.
Before we do, I have some unfortunate news to report.
Hilarious.
Luka has been ruled out tonight against the Bucks.
Duh.
So the special will not be live. Entries including Luka will void his stats and continue otherwise. Pray for Luka on the second night of this back-to-back. Did what you need to do yesterday. The team will still be competitive, hopefully, tonight against the Bucks. But today's podcast is sponsored by Roe. Roe Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for stronger, harder erections. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, and getting hard faster means having more sex. After they dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. Roe stays active in your system up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back or be ready the morning after. Roe connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to their door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at roe.co/Gil to find out if prescription Roe are right for you. That's ro.co/Gil for $15 off your first order. All right, so now let's get into some NBA basketball. Cade Cunningham putting it all together in his 4th season in the league. First-time All-Star and former #1 overall pick. Had a triple-double last night against the Heat with 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. None of those 25 points were more important than these 3 that came with the score tied late in the 4th quarter. Let's take a look. Cade was guarded by Bam Adebayo, made a tough shot in the final second, marking his first career go-ahead shot in the last second of an NBA game. He ranks 10th in the league in scoring, 3rd in assists, and leads all point guards in rebounding this season. Let's take another look at the replay. Good to see it coming together for this young man. Got that max extension and earning that bread. So the time to consider Cade Cunningham one of the NBA's elite players. Mr. B, I saw you over there. Big smile on your face.
Oh, no, I'm happy for him. He's hooping. Detroit's hooping as a group, but he's definitely taking the next step. So I can't wait to see him in the postseason this year. I think he's going to do some big things and make some noise.
First of all, it's crazy that you're talking about Detroit in the postseason.
I know, huh?
No, it is.
Good for them.
It's been a
He's only
minute.
23.
Yeah,
It's been, what, almost five-year drought? 6 year? Kind of? Yeah.
it's been a minute since Detroit been in the postseason.
It has been a minute, but looking like that's going to change. That drought is going to end. Last time they made the playoffs, got to go back. 2019. Got swept by the Bucks in the first round.
Cheers.
Prior to that, it was 2016 where they got swept by the Cavs in the first round. Before that, it was 2009 where they also got swept by the Cavs.
Damn.
So
They was barely in the playoffs.
The broom.
So they haven't won the playoff series since what?
haven't won a playoff game.
No, a playoff game.
Yeah, playoff
2000
game.
playoff game.
Not even a series. A
And lost
game.
playoff games in 2008, but reached the conference finals that year.
2008.
Who was on the team?
I believe Chauncey,
That was that
rest
team.
of that crew.
Damn.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Good for them.
Back down, remember?
What are they, 6th place?
Damn.
Chauncey Rip, Antonio McDyess, and G. Wallace.
Do they have a real chance to finish top 4, you think?
Right now, Pistons are 6th in the East.
That was that.
Yeah, they are literally a game behind the Pacers for the 4th spot,
That would be crazy.
but 5 games behind the Knicks for the 3rd spot. So they could. They keep following this trajectory. If the playoffs started today, they would face the Knicks in that 3 seed versus 6 seed matchup.
I like that.
That's a good grimy game.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that's a brutal game.
That's a boxing match right there.
Yeah. That'll be the end of the Knicks. Moving on after that.
Yep. If they don't get past them, for sure.
I mean, if they beat them, even if they beat them, that's going to be brutal basketball.
Oh.
They're going to be tired as hell after that series.
As I said, they're going
Both
to
got
tear
in the
them
series.
Brunson them.
Yeah. And Tibbs already don't rest him, so.
I know, yeah.
LaQuint Dickey Mining Company, he gonna work you.
Yeah.
He gonna work you.
Yeah, that
So, Gil, what do you think about Cade Cunningham? First-time All-Star, balling out, several triple-doubles this season, leading this Pistons squad.
I think he's showing, why he was the #1 pick. Early in his career, he was injured, so you got glimpses of him. But, I think they're very happy with that pick because he's now able to show who he really is. So, his future's bright.
Can you consider Cade Cunningham to be in the NBA's elite at this point, or you still got work to do?
No, he's heading the right way, heading the right direction. You can tell he's putting the time in. Organization believe in him, head coach believe in him. Good young nucleus around him. So, he's definitely heading the right direction. He's only in year 4, so he's, like I said, his first-time All-Star. They keep on this trajectory, and his numbers are where they are. He's definitely an All-NBA player. So, he's definitely one of the elite.
He's going to win it most improved.
Let me see the odds right now for most improved.
Has there ever been most improved and All-NBA? First time All-NBA, first time All-Star, and most improved all in the same season?
As a #1 overall pick, I feel like he...
compared to last year?
I feel like lottery picks, ain't that expected of you to play at a high level? What is the most improved award has turned into something that I don't think.
I think he's the current favorite.
Like Norman Powell should get it.
Current favorite for most improved player.
Yeah, but I don't
followed by
even think
Dyson
he's
Daniels,
in.
Brown.
He's not even in the conversation about most improved. Norman Powell.
Unfortunately, Norman Powell not going to meet the 65.
Yeah, he's not eligible because he will.
But he would have ended up losing. That would have been that same thing that happened with Maxey over Kobe White.
And Ja over teammate.
It was that rare one where someone has 4 or 5 point difference, but they won an award, which they improved.
So, sure, this is a conversation we have on the couch occasionally, but do you feel like a #1 pick should be eligible even to be a most improved player? I think they've selected that high. There are certain expectations.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because, first of all, they shouldn't be penalized because they were the #1 overall pick. And when you get to the league, you're now playing against real pros who are probably better than you. So why shouldn't they be able to be considered in the most improved from one year to the next?
We can always improve in basketball and life. It's my personal feeling. You can always improve.
So right, you're 100% correct.
So if he is indeed the most improved player and has the most improvement,
who doesn't think they should?
We've had a debate here that as a #1 pick, there's an expectation for your performance.
I do think there's an expectation, but I don't think that you shouldn't be able to be considered in the most improved category.
And Vegas agrees with you right now.
He'll probably win.
You're the #1 overall pick for a reason.
I want to see somebody who should have won most improved.
Because who have been the last few most improved players? I don't even, they've been the stars. What you would consider?
I know John Morant won it.
Last 3, Tyrese Maxey, Lauri Markkanen, and John Morant.
But it's against the field, so it's everybody. So anyone can have a better year than last. Who won most improved?
And Wemby was in consideration before he.
So the only
season.
What?
The only thing I have a question is what is the point? Who beat Jordan out for most improved in 86-87 season?
Was it a thing?
It would have been a thing. I know I looked that one up, but somebody had a bigger plus than him.
A bigger jump? 86-87, you said?
Yeah, 86-87.
Was Dale Ellis of the Seattle Supersonics.
Dale Ellis.
Jordan didn't get any votes that year.
And
how? Because he missed the year before. And Because Dale Ellis went from averaging 7 to averaging 24.
That is
Damn.
a bucket getting improvement.
Damn. 7 to 24. That's crazy.
And Jordan got no. And he was a 9th pick overall.
Well.
Yeah, he's.
Well, Mr. B, I want to go back to something you said real quickly. So right now, playoffs started today. 3rd-seeded Knicks would take on the 6th-seeded Pistons. You believe that the Pistons have a chance to beat the Knicks in advance the second round of the playoffs if that ended up being the playoff match?
For sure. Yeah, I do. I just think the way they're playing, their energy, and the way the Knicks are right now, they're tired. Tibbs don't really sub their starters and things like that. If that and the fact that this is going to be a grinded out season, a series, it can go 7, and then it's all up for grabs then.
Yeah. Well, back to this, can you agree that the Pistons could stun the Knicks?
Yeah, I don't believe in the Knicks neither.
Damn. Straight like that.
I don't. Jalen Brunson coming off that ankle, we don't know what he's going to look like the rest of the way. I don't trust him.
Did you trust him more last season than you do this
Yes.
season?
Yes.
They just look tired.
Yeah, but we'll see.
They look
But
They finally
I
they
don't.
don't get past the Pistons?
The Tibbs?
Who?
They look tired.
Yeah, they lost in the first round.
exhausted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Tibbs gone.
Tibbs is gone.
How long has he been there?
At least 2 or 3 years.
And that's it?
You said they lose in the first round?
Yeah,
They lose in the
Tibbs
first
is
round.
gone?
Yeah, because they're gonna.
No matter who they play?
Because they're gonna.
Since 2020.
If they lose, yeah. Because if they, because they're gonna blame that he wears them down.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
now
gonna be
that
the excuse.
a player has came out and said it
Yep.
to the media,
Well, this
but it's like known. But someone like
been going down.
someone like him who doesn't miss games, who typically doesn't really have any complaints, for him to be the one to say it, I feel like that's the first time people were like, oh.
And that's the point, because you can't prove your point and say, all right, this is the minutes you guys want to play, this is the minutes you're going to get, and then hard cap it. Like you want to play 33 minutes, at 33 minutes, get the fuck out. And then who you want in, put him in, and then watch what happens. Can't do that.
Sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, because it's you, right? It's like, there's a reason he's playing them 40-something minutes. Like, this is a team, but yeah, I can do without the other 4 motherfuckers down there.
Knicks have advanced to the second round the last 2 seasons, made the playoffs in 3 out of the first 4 Tibbs seasons.
Tibbs coach playoff basketball year round.
Yep.
He gonna play 8 guys.
8 guys.
Whoever the healthy 8 is, he gonna play him. What he did in Chicago is what he is. It's just
He's always coached that way?
hell yeah.
Yep,
He gonna
that's
work.
DeRozan.
Put a saddle on you and go ride the shit out you.
Yep.
Was that why DeRozan was hurt?
He gonna ride. Listen, you a dog. He gonna let. Hey, if
Why
you
does he keep
How many
getting
teams has he
opportunities?
coached?
I
So
think
he
he's
has
going regardless
coached
this year.
Bulls,
No, but I'm saying, so
Timberwolves.
what,
As a
if he's
star.
always been that way, why does he keep getting opportunities?
Because nobody's complaining.
Nobody's
No one's
complaining, but now
ever
they're
complained about not playing.
Bulls, Timberwolves, and Knicks as the head coach.
So now they're complaining. But I think he's going regardless. I think if they don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, he's
Oh, that's
going.
not gonna happen. But
Like, he's going regardless.
like I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm playing 40-something minutes. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the stats look great. Yeah, let's talk money. Yeah, you started talking about 32, 31 minutes, sitting there like, fuck.
35 a good number.
35 is a great number.
That is a good
35, 36 is an excellent number.
Fuck
I
yeah.
guess it's all.
They ain't got to be 42 a night, dog.
It's
43 a
all-
night.
Oh,
Yeah, that
All
shit.
depends on how you play those minutes.
36
though.
sets.
That's a
Fuck yeah.
Them guys, he got to play hard.
And they got to play both ends.
They are playing both.
And he demand you play defense just as hard as you play offense.
So you play the first 7 minutes of the quarter.
Them dudes playing
A
12.
lot.
No,
Josh
but that's what
Hart be
I'm
out there
trying
for
to
like
figure out.
12.
I'm trying to figure out.
He be out there for a quarter and a
They hit
half
at
straight.
35. You're taking them out.
The whole first half.
I played 34 minutes in different a night.
Yeah. What was that time?
I played the first 12. I played
Okay.
the first quarter. 7, 6, 7. The whole third.
Would that depend on like
So you-
how you were playing?
Oh, no.
Like if you were like having like a really, really good game, you would stay out longer?
No.
Wouldn't matter.
No. Only thing kept me out 12 minutes if I was foul trouble. Yeah, I played the first 12.
Okay. Yeah. 12. Then you come in at what, like those
6. This is 5.
5 minute mark.
Yeah.
That 6 minute timeout.
Yeah. 5:59 timeout.
Because for you to play the 40. Yeah, because for you to play the 40 minutes, you're just coming at the 9 minute mark.
Yeah. So in the playoffs, then it just.
Yeah. Okay.
But then we had a guy, I'm saying, at my position, it's just like we had enough guys, and we had enough players that it didn't. So, then some games, like if a guy had it going and the dude was playing well, hey, man, don't start, you don't guard him.
Yeah.
I yell down and tell the coach, hey, man, y'all don't guard him. They can't guard him. Y'all don't guard him. Leave him in, please. Like, if I'm supposed to go in, leave him. Like, he good, man. He playing,
I mean, he could. Like I know the feeling though. If you looking down at that bench, these guys can't play.
Especially when it gets time to
7, 8 straight minutes. Like
they need to win right now.
Oh no, definitely.
They need to keep winning right now.
No,
that's what you're gonna have to do.
Like, some guys can't.
Because you're gonna have to alter. Like you're gonna literally have to go.
They physically can, sure. I saw your face. They physically can. But
I got you.
You play them longer than that, they can't. This shit here goes out the window. It's like they just. And then you see it in real time, like you like, yo, I really can't play this motherfucker long. Like it really, like it's.
Because you're talking about the two guards played about the same minutes, so it's like, all right, you're gonna have to take Brunson out at the 6 minute mark in the first quarter. He sits that whole 6 minutes, then he plays the whole. Then he plays the whole.
See, that's too long.
Yeah, then he plays the whole second.
I think you take him out 3 minutes. I think you play the first 9 with him. Like, I think you get him the first 9.
And then he come back in at the 9 minute mark. That's 18. So he's still in there with 40 minutes.
But still,
or you put him back in at the 6 minute.
It depends on how the third quarter going. So you buy minutes, and it depends on how the third quarter going. I feel you can buy time in the third, right? So you change that. So you don't play him 9 in the third.
You play him 6 in the third.
You play him 6, 7. So you mess with the third quarter, right? You let him because getting his rhythm early, right? Because he's a rhythm guy. You want him. He gets you in the bonus early. So you want him. I just think you just gotta.
You gotta manipulate the game a little bit.
But
you gotta coach.
It's hard.
It's trying to.
It's easy. It's easy for me to play my best 8 guys and ride and just y'all gonna play 43 a night, 42 a night, whatever it is. 40 and that's easy, dog. To coach and to put the right that takes.
Because some of the coaching is like you're not playing the bench, you're resting your guys. So it's like you gotta make sure.
They're trying to figure out how to rest all 3 guys 30-something minutes, which means there's gonna
They just need to alternate.
There's gonna be part of the games where these players, besides starting the game, they're not actually playing with each other.
So he gonna have to.
Well, some guys are just gonna have to suck it up some games.
Well, one of them might have. One of them might have to sacrifice that starting job.
At this point,
like one of them might have to sacrifice that starting job. Like, listen, I come off the bench, man. You start such and such. That way you could
play less.
Yeah.
But I'm like, y'all.
But that way the bench is so you're not playing. You don't have to sit everybody now because at one point, so they're gonna overlap. The way it looks, you're gonna be with 5 bench guys. The way it works out at times, you might get started back in, but it's just you got to coach, man.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to coach.
I ain't got time for this. Shut up.
Not at all. Just play.
Shut up
Get
and
your
play.
money.
43 minutes.
Get your numbers. Get your money.
Yeah, that's what it equates to. Ultimately, like the more minutes you
in the summertime.
the more minutes you play, the better.
Yeah, I was telling her this was off what Mikal Bridges said. Right, he came out vocally and said.
Yeah, but this is a conversation been going on for a while now with Tibbs teams, and Bridges not the first one to say there was an issue, I think before Blazers game last week, where they kind of hashed it out, but Bridges just said that Tibbs needed to rely more on the bench. Starters were playing too heavy of a workload. They hashed that out before the game. Bridges ended up hitting the game winner in overtime, I think playing like 38, 39 minutes in that game, so.
And nothing has changed.
Yeah, it wasn't like,
I agree with you, but that's
he gonna work you.
obviously there's.
Are you going overtime and you play 39 minutes? That's fine.
It might have been the fourth. I got a double.
Whether it's 40, 41, you going overtime, that's 5 minutes, man. You play 37, 38, doing cool, but then you going overtime, then you get around that number, all right. You playing 42 in the overtime game?
We win, but
reasonable.
We can, that sounds great to
that's
me.
why he ain't coaching.
And that, you point out from a player standpoint.
50, I'm playing 50 in overtime game.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'd rather play 53 than 5
50
minutes.
in overtime game. Like, just imagine some of them games Josh Hart didn't play 48 minutes and you fuck around going overtime. Like, dude.
Josh Hart had a stretch. He played like 10 straight quarters at one point. He said, I'm not
Crazy.
tripping. As much as you want to play me, play me.
I know.
Josh Hart said, I'm staying in this game.
That is crazy.
10 straight quarters is nuts.
Yeah, Josh Hart had a 53-minute overtime game in the playoffs.
Oh my
He's not.
God, bro.
Playing 10 straight.
You better rest during these timeouts.
I think we went in double overtime before. I played like 55 or something.
Yeah! Them good minutes, boy.
Yeah, oh, no, I wasn't.
Them good minutes.
Yeah, not complaining. No, trust me.
Hey, coach, I ain't got to sit on the bench. I can just sit on defense.
What?
I just sit.
That don't work with
I played 55 and man, O'Neal.
Because on the bench, I can't give you nothing on offense. As long as I'm on the court, I can get you something.
So 2 pieces of business to hit before we move on. First, we asked the chat, is Cade Cunningham elite? 85% said yes. Good job, chat.
Yeah,
Next.
Wait. Oh, my playoff series, my first playoff series, I averaged 45 minutes.
Damn.
My second playoff series, 47.3.
What did you come off the court for?
Oh, yeah, that first Indiana series, we played a lot of minutes, too.
45 minutes?
Gil, are we talking about the Thunder today, any? Josiah, are we talking about the Thunder?
Hey, we can do whatever you want.
Okay,
if you are the distinguised gentleman.
If we do, he asked a question the other day.
Distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff.
37.
I will tuck my mic in.
No, I got to answer. No,
In the
but
playoffs?
In the playoffs.
We also asked the chat who wins in a first-round matchup between Pistons and the Knicks. 52% of the chat picked the Pistons to upset the Knicks.
Okay, chat.
Okay, Mr. B, chat is supportive
That might be the upset.
of your
Right there in the
metallurgical
playoffs this year,
assessment.
first round.
If it's
All right, let's move on. We talked about playoff teams. Let's talk about a team who's in struggle mode right now. So let's switch over to the Heat side of things. Game winner from Cade gave the Heat their 9th straight loss. 9. Longest active losing streak in the league. The Heat are now 5-16 since the Jimmy Butler trade. Should Pat Riley regret not making things right with Jimmy Butler?
like for him to stay in Miami,
For him to
No.
being a member of the Miami Heat organization?
I think they should have figured that out quicker. I don't know if that was possible, but it like destroyed the locker. It like destroyed the Heat locker room and all of their morale. Like they don't even look like themselves.
Had an opportunity to figure it out this summer. Could have gave Jimmy an extension.
I mean,
That had those
I
comments
can't
about shut your
imagine being
mouth.
on a team and having to just act like that's not happening. Like it was just it turned into like a circus, and you can't blame the guys for like moving like professionals, but like it's hard. And then you look over at the Warriors, and Jimmy is back to himself and playing great, and they're winning, and I'm sure they're like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I don't know if he could have fixed it. Do you know what I mean? Because Jimmy was like, I'm
outta
done with
here.
this. Like I'm ready to move on to something else.
I think money usually fixes a lot of problems. Pat not breaking that bread, Pat calling Jimmy out in the media this past
Multiple
summer. Obviously,
times.
Jimmy said he lost his joy playing with the Heat. A lot of back and forth suspensions, all that type of stuff. I think Pat trying to show that he still run things and runs Heat culture. And now they will be running to Cancun probably a little earlier than expected.
I mean, it was going downhill anyway, though. Like even if Jimmy came back, they didn't give Jimmy what he needed. He needed another superstar he asked for, and I mean, regardless if he plays or not, they still, what they're gonna be fighting for the playing game or fighting for what 7th, and you got to
6,
play
7,
Boston, and then come on,
Yeah, you going home anyway.
Yeah,
you're going home regardless.
You know what, these Heat squad, anything's possible when they get to the postseason.
That's the problem.
But unfortunately, they're always doing it from the other side.
You know what I'm saying? It's the problem with the Heat was always you had one guy that is a first, second, third option type. Then you have Bam, who's a second, third option type. Then you have Hero, who's a second, third option type. And then you have a whole bunch of players that are just hard workers, right? We get it, right? You take undrafted players, second round players, and you turn them into something. But then there's no offense, there's real basketball players that they're gonna be playing against. So they're gonna be outgunned for the most part. So the fact that you actually didn't upgrade to get him help, You went to he got this team to the championship twice. Like, you're giving him scraps and he was making meal for you. I don't know what made you believe it was a real meal. Right? It was vegan. Right? It wasn't real chicken. Right? He just seasoned the motherfucker real good for y'all.
Impossible burger.
Right? You saved a lot of money on the pieces you had. You could have went out and got him one more piece to see what he can have done with this.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about all these trades that went around, and you're talking about you couldn't assign nobody to help.
Well, didn't y'all say no one wants to go there?
No, that's facts. But
no one wants to go there.
You could have prison with
Nobody want to go there.
I mean, you
Listen,
you could have fooled us. Coming there, you got, half naked women walking around. You got the beach and all that. This could be you. Cabana right here all day. Prime table. This your table. You could have sold us the dream, goddammit. We would have been in, but we're like, yeah, boys. And then once we get out there, fuck it. Too late. Prison.
Took the makeup off.
This is my real face.
She woke up in the morning. Damn.
Went from a 10 to 2 real quick.
Janet Jackson.
That's what I'm saying, but you gotta get the people in the building first.
Absolutely.
Before you show your shit.
You better.
That's
well,
what
he showed his ass. Pat Riley did. So I don't.
He'd have struggled last couple of years. Is it time for a full rebuild in Miami? And if so, does that include Pat Riley relinquishing his control over the franchise?
I mean, he can step off a little bit because he has found a lot of success in Miami. You can't take that away from him, but just the way things are now, the way guys are taking care of their bodies and prioritizing their health and all that kind of stuff, like, you can't be like running players into the ground from your office.
But
why don't you just move the coach up to the gym and find a new coach?
He's young. He wants to coach.
Spo is young.
Like, when we talk about success,
like, get Swoopes that job.
Like, when we talk about he's had success, has he had success his way?
Who? Pat Riley?
In the front office?
When Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, Posey, and Antoine Walker came to town, that wasn't Pat Riley's way. That was their way. And he won a championship. When Braun came in, right, he's not Pat Riley. That's what they were fighting about. Mm-hmm. Your ways is why he left. And then from there, it just went downhill. Mm-hmm. So, like, when are you going to realize?
Took LeBron's cookie.
I would say probably now, because they've been making the playoffs and they've made it to the finals. So this will be like their first year since Braun left that they aren't in the playoffs.
That's the fool's gold. You have the besides New York and LA, you have the third. Sometimes some people can say second, some people can say first. That's the first option destination for just a player to be.
Because it's Miami.
It's Miami. Like, where you think everybody is in the summer? Miami. Yeah. I get to be here all year? What?
Rivals in Miami.
Right. I get to be here all year long. I ain't never got to leave. Yeah. And then every place I want to go on vacation is Miami Airport there, 2, 3, 4 hours. That's normal for me. That's the first destination spot.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
It should
be.
You better treat that motherfucker like you the Lakers. There's Showtime basketball around here. It's fun. It's a fun place.
Yeah. Well, Heat culture doesn't sound very fun.
It doesn't.
Sure doesn't.
It doesn't sound
Heat culture. Like, now I got to go to Miami. It's like, Miami's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, Heat culture sound like, hey, welcome to Detroit.
It's like they overdo it because Miami is so fun. They like overdo it. But like, I think these are like adults. Like, this is a job.
Well.
I know there's some of you that can't handle.
You still got to be careful on, but because you're an NBA franchise, all you're doing is do your homework on the mentalities you're bringing in. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about, right, like, Miami's Miami and you're trying to control everybody. Everybody's not on that.
Right. And you're trying to control everybody the same way.
Yeah.
Right. Some people need that.
You know what I mean? Like, some people, like, you know who's a partier. Some people are structured. Like, Giannis in Miami. I'm not worrying about Giannis in Miami.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm
too
not
tall to go out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about KD.
Like,
I'm not worried about.
There's Giannis.
You know?
You're not going to
You
live.
can't hide.
Yeah, no, he
You don't
can't
gotta worry
live.
about
Like, we gonna see
can't
Giannis. Like,
hide.
yo, he in here every night.
Yeah, I'm
He can't hide.
Say he too tall.
He's too big.
No, I'm just saying, but it's not his personality.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
worried about Curry in Miami. I'm not worrying about. You know, we talking about Ant-Man. Okay, all right. Come on, young fella. You can't be here every night, goddamn it. It's relax. You know, but you know, it's just the personality. So, you know, that's the only thing that if I was running an organization that I'd be paying attention to. Like, who are you? Who are you before you get here? Mm-hmm. You know, somebody's not going to be sitting in the gym 12 hours a day, then get to Miami and never want to work again. That's right.
Yeah,
that's not. You know, either you are that person or you're not that person.
Well, you got some people that do both.
Yeah, and that's the ones I got to see. I got to like.
They are unicorns.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
There are
Got some that
unicorns that
love
work
the
hard,
gym
play
and
hard.
they gonna party hard and they gonna work hard.
But as I said, it's the personality of that person that I gotta worry about, you know. Mm-hmm. But as I said, that they had the Shaq, they had the Posey, they had the Antoine Walker, they had the Gary Payton, where they sat in the club all day. I don't give a fuck what Pat Riley was saying. There's four of them, and you need those four, right? If Shaq's on your team, there's no control there. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
So we asked the chat, time for a rebuild in Miami. 92% said yes.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean rebuild? They've been
Who goes? So does Pat Riley fire his boy?
Swoopes? No, he got to fire himself.
Or
Spo
go to a different
No, I mean
role.
Spo. No one's complaining about Spo, but it's still you are overseeing Spo still.
Mm-hmm.
What is Pat Riley's official role?
Everything.
He's
God,
president.
Godfather.
Yeah. Because I've literally only people hear him call him the Godfather. So I was like, what is his actual
He won a coat.
title? He's a president?
HNIC would be the black term for it. But
Oh yeah, he needs to maybe.
and it's hard as you get
Down.
older in life. Like we're saying it with Skip Bayless right now. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. All right, you had your
time.
You had your time to shine. You know, dinosaurs used to rule the earth at one point.
That's what they say.
We ain't seen one.
Allegedly.
But
Until I find a bone in my backyard.
Bone yet.
Let's keep this moving. Head back to the West Side. Before the Nuggets-Lakers game last night, it was announced that Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic would not play. I don't think a lot of Lakers fans anticipated them to be ducking like this, but after the Lakers almost beat the Nuggets with their C squad and Austin Reeves, things happen. May have been a little cause for concern if the Nuggets beat the Warriors earlier this week with Joker, Murray, and Christian Brown all sidelined. But you already know Lakers fans were thinking this one was going to be light work for a legit contender, even with LeBron still sidelined. Let's take a look at the highlights. That it was, as the Lakers never trailed in the wire-to-wire victory. Luka Doncic was on fire to start the game, dropping 21 points in the first quarter, his most in any quarter with the Lakers thus far. Finished the game with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists in 32 minutes. This was all in 3 quarters of work as Luka sat out the fourth since the game was out of hand. Austin Reeves had 22 points and 8 assists as he continued his hot stretch as the Lakers' number 2 option in LeBron's absence. It was the 9th straight home win for the Lakers, the longest home winning streak the Lakers have put together since 2019. Even got some Bronny time, and as expected, Dalton Connect did not pass the rock sufficiently. Oh, you have the whole game to shoot shots, sir. Swing, come off that thing. Come on. It's hard watching, man. It's all right. Bronny open, nigga, pass the rock. You know what the fans
What's so funny? It's the only one player. It's the only
Right.
one player that we don't want on the court with him. Like, you play with the father. Right? Get the fuck off the court with the son, because you
Started this shit, Gil.
Huh?
You started it.
No, it's just something we noticed.
Tendencies. It's because
the tendency.
every time it's Bronny time, Connect think it's Dalton time. Like, no, sir. We like you in the rest of the game.
We like you the rest of the game, yeah.
I mean, they was coming back, though. It was only down 6.
Man.
I mean, 8.
Lakers were cooking them at points. Nuggets came back. But like I said, Luka didn't play the whole fourth quarter. Gil, our resident Lakers fan, as your voice was recovering, you were watching Lakers last night. What was the biggest takeaway from the Lakers win over the Nuggets?
Those 6 games be 3-3, right? 3-3.
Is that what y'all are?
Wow.
3-3?
Easy workout here, man.
I think we might maybe 3-2, honestly. This is the 6th of those 8 games, if I'm not mistaken.
The 6 without Bron. How many?
Tonight, I'm saying tonight against the Bucks.
Oh, so we're 3-2.
I believe. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong.
How many games haven't Bron played? Because we was going on a trip, so.
So Bron played that Celtics game, missed that. I think missed the Nets game. Get who was after that?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Nets, Milwaukee.
Yeah, y'all lost.
So
Then we came back and got the Suns.
4.
They're 3-2.
So 5.
Y'all doing all this guessing. We got all this modern day technology. Y'all been
surprised
raving about
Josiah
this
ain't over there
goddamn
like,
Wi-Fi.
We do have new
Wait,
fiber
wait.
Wi-Fi in the arena, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the whole staff for making that happen.
Wait, so when did this trip start? Milwaukee?
We were at Dog Bowl in San
It was
Diego.
3-2 in LeBron's absence.
3-2.
See how easy that was?
Exceeding expectations.
Believe I did say that to start this whole discussion, but
But you said it right, Gil. 3-3.
3-2.
No, he said it right. 3-3.
3-2.
A game this evening still yet to be decided.
3-3.
Hot Pockets and Doc Rivers bringing the Bucks to
Yeah,
town.
Luka not playing.
Can you Austin Reeves?
Luka and LeBron not playing.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves might have 40 tonight, huh?
Austin
He
Reeves
been
is playing.
killing. How come he won't get booked?
You said over. What? What did you tell Austin
Over
Reeves?
points and
We're,
rebounds.
so
No.
we're,
I mean,
we're 2
rebounds and
games.
assists.
So we're 2
He's not
games.
even in the conversation for it.
He should be.
He should
A
be.
lot of conversations Austin Reeves will start to emerge in the near future.
Yeah, so we're 2 games out of 5th.
I think we took the 3rd spot with
No,
that
you
win
were in
last
3rd, but I'm saying we're 2 games from 5th and 4 games from 6th.
and currently hold the tiebreaker over the Nuggets.
We good. I'm telling you, man, we in that 4-5 spot. That's where we want. That's where we want to settle down at.
It feels,
And I don't know what the fuck Denver doing. They're trying to do the same
I
shit.
feel like Denver.
It's like they're trying to get the
Are y'all
4th
all
fucking
time?
spot too.
Or like, it seems like 4 teams are trying
Mike
to get
Malone, you're
that
not
4 or
fooling us.
5.
We know you got something up your sleeve, homeboy.
If you're Lakers or Denver, you want your 2nd round matchup against that young OKCC.
But let me just point this out. The Rockets currently in 2nd place. Would
Over
you
the
rather play the
Houston?
Rockets or the Thunder in that 2nd round?
Either one.
I'd rather play
If playing that
Houston.
Rockets, so I mean you have to face the Warriors at the 6th spot.
Man,
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying right
Houston
now.
just gave up 136 points to the Philadelphia 76
Yeah.
Win
in
grind.
overtime. So, boy,
Right now, if
They ain't playing no.
Lakers and Denver,
Yeah, they don't play much.
They don't.
Lakers and Denver are both will be probably happy with their matchups for 1st and 2nd. Their 1st round, 2nd round.
So Lakers taking on the Warriors right now with that 3-6, and then Denver in the
3-6.
4-5.
Yeah, 3-6, and then 3-6, and then you play 2-7.
Yeah, that's my point. But with Denver in the 4-5, so Denver happy taking on the Grizzlies, Lakers happy
Yeah,
disposing of the
play the
Warriors yet
Grizzlies, and
again.
then another young team, and then you play OKC.
Like, I know OKC is young, but like, why does no one think that they can win? They've been running through the entire league all season.
So
Like, cause I know playoff basketball is different, but like last year they did the same thing, got their experience. This year they're playing better. Shea's playing better, and still nobody is like they're a favorite to win.
because how regular season is, they need players to play how they're playing. What Shea is great at and what he's great at is getting fouls. Well, what happens when the playoffs come and they don't want to blow that whistle? That hurts his game. And then it hurts the team's game, right? So a call that he usually gets, he probably won't get. They're gonna give that to Luka. They probably won't give it to AR.
You don't think they gonna give it to him this year?
Not if they-
Shea?
not if- like if you're playing against the Lakers, Luka's gonna get the call first before what's the name. So it'd be like Luka gets it, Shea, then AR with that bait stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So you get penalized because it becomes a tougher game. So
Like they've lost 12 games this year.
who? Yeah.
Thunder.
Thunder, and everyone's like, eh.
That's the only thing about the playoffs
Yeah.
is you get so used to getting certain things, and then when the rest be like,
Yeah, the best record.
yeah, not today, young
Right.
fella. Not today. It ain't,
You start
ain't
doing
your
this.
year.
Shit, same with Cleveland.
Yep. You know,
Start
Yeah.
doing, stop getting back on defense.
That's
got him.
You remember? Think about the OKC series against Miami. Think about how James Harden played those
Records.
three,
That's crazy.
right? Those 3 series. How he looked against
right here.
Spurs. Look why he looked bad against Miami. sitting there
In the East,
baiting,
just-
and then they
Doesn't
shoot it.
fall
You're
in
like,
there.
But anybody could win.
so like all those bait calls he was getting just looked like real bad shots because he wasn't getting it in the finals. They're like, yeah, we're not giving you that shit. Play regular basketball.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to OKC.
Dang.
Sure, we know you come to LA often. To appear on Gil's Arena presented by whoop, whoop. Angelino by extension. We have embraced you in this community.
Thanks. Some of you have. Thank you.
What do you think about this Lakers squad right now and how they've been playing with LeBron James sideline?
Yeah, you want a jersey?
No, I do not want a jersey.
You don't want
Break the glass on that
You
one?
want no Luka jersey?
We got it. We
You
got
don't
it.
want
No, I like this Lakers team with Luka. I do. I liked this Lakers team with AD.
Okay, well, no longer a member.
I'm sorry. That threw me off.
I do.
It did throw me off for a loop.
I know it did. I like this Lakers' chances in the playoffs with Luka better than I did with AD.
Okay.
But
There's a very astute assessment of the current situation going on in Los Angeles. Well, let's talk about Luka a little bit. Luka appears to be getting more comfortable in a Lakers uniform, including last night. He's dropped 30 in 8 out of 16 games as a Laker. So after the game, Luka was asked what is one word he feels now playing with the Lakers after being with the team for more than 2 months, and had this to say.
You said the main word? Just one word?
What do you like?
I mean, I like short answers. What would I say? I mean, just feels like getting into new home. Dallas was my home for seven years, almost 7 years. It really felt like home. So coming here, just trying to build a new home, and I'm getting more and more comfortable.
Build a new home. Look at him glowing.
That's
moisturizing now.
But Luka, he got a little chip on his shoulder though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
I gotta be his PR.
You should.
Oh, yeah.
Cause he y'all wanted to get rid of me.
I gotta be his
7 years.
PR, man. One word.
7 years.
I would have been in the
Right?
back just like
Shipped
this.
away in the middle of the night.
Right. And the way it happened.
They gonna love it. They gonna eat that shit up. Just say championship. They go,
New home.
Lucas bringing us a championship.
He said that. That would be crazy.
What? Hey, we don't know. LeBron.
They need to ask him again and
LeBron. Who?
ask him again next week, and maybe he'll have a
doubt.
spicier
Glowing,
answer.
on the verge of King during the press conference. His first press conference with the Lakers. Feeling some type of way.
Yeah,
Relaxed.
Yeah, his
Enjoying the
energy
LA
is
media.
definitely
You
improving.
just bought $15 million house and then you lose $100 million and just getting traded. LA don't look like home.
It's a war.
Sure don't.
Sure, he's traveled past the 10 now, so really has a full perspective on Los Angeles and everything it has to offer. But in his last 10 games, Luka's averaging 31 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, shooting nearly 40% from deep. I want to know, what stood out the most for you in Luka's performance last night against the Nuggets? 21 points in that first quarter, unstoppable,
What stood out?
burping
Yeah, he was running his mouth a little bit.
the Nuggets.
He was
Consistent theme now that he's been more acclimated.
They just putting the team on his back. At the end of the day, I know the Nuggets didn't have their 2 best players, but these are still games that you need to win. And if you come into a new team, any wins like this with players without LeBron, I mean, you're always feeling good about it. Especially this is towards the end of the season, and they need every win.
That we do. Gil, what stood out to you the most about Luka's performance?
I'm trying to keep the excitement down.
It's okay.
No, let it out.
It's Thursday.
Let it out.
Like I'm trying to figure.
Let it out.
I'm trying to
Y'all
figure
get-
out
y'all
how
tell
fast
them.
do I put him in my top 5.
What, Laker? Top 5 Laker?
Top
Right?
What?
Is that
Wait,
top
top five
5?
All time.
A top 5 Laker?
Or top 5
Yeah.
player?
A top 5 Laker all time?
Yes.
After 10 games.
You don't mean that.
I don't know any Lakers from
Already?
90.
You don't mean that. That's what I'm saying. Already though, Gil?
Damn, he just got here. He's been here for 3 months.
He don't mean that.
You put a Laker uniform on, all your stats I inherit off the rip. Off the rip. Like
that is a rule.
Like Russell Westbrook, them 4 triple-double seasons, that's all in the Laker uniform.
You do have a Laker that's average.
Like, you know how like y'all did, like how y'all did Wilt, like all Wilt stats automatically became Laker legend? Same with me.
Including the 20,000.
Who are your 5?
Lakers.
Lakers all time? LeBron, Kobe. Yeah, 4, yeah.
I'm
Kobe.
just Luka.
Magic, Shaq, Luka. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Where's Westbrook? Then Luka.
That's more than 5.
Whoa. Say it again.
That's it.
You named Luka and Russell Westbrook as your
Go ahead.
5th.
Name 6.
LeBron,
Can't count.
Kobe,
Shaq.
Magic, Shaq. See?
Luka.
And
Westbrook.
no, I gotta remove Luka right now. Just right now. Just
Russell Westbrook.
it's Westbrook.
Where's Kareem?
So, Gil, you put Westbrook over Kareem.
Where's Kareem? Where's Kareem?
By the time I knew basketball, he was retired. That's
Based on your
But Russell
basketball.
Westbrook, all of his accolades were on a different team.
no. What I'm saying is, my list starts from when I watched basketball. When I started watching, Kareem was already
Russell
retired.
Westbrook in your top 5 based on what he
So when
did
I see
somewhere else?
when I see Magic, it was in like the 90. It was in that time. So USA basketball, like all of
So is
that.
Russell top 5? He's top 5 on every team he's been on then, because if you just bring his stats over.
I just
Like I didn't.
What year Kareem stopped playing?
89.
89.
And when you started watching basketball?
Like 90, 91. Right, so I was the beginning of Jordan. Like I didn't see the Detroit Pistons beat up Jordan. I seen what everybody else talks about, 6 rings. Right, I seen like USA basketball is like when I actually like fell in love with the game.
So 92 Olympics.
Like when I knew like what idea like oh shit, I like this.
I like basketball.
Yeah, so
like
like
this.
that's what I said. Mine is I don't have those guys in my personal. But if you say, yo, what's your top 10? I just go with consensus. So Kareem's 3, whatever they put him.
So would that not spill over to your top 5 Lakers, even though you had not seen?
Clearly
Kareem?
not if Luka is in.
No,
his top
he's
5.
not. No, because it's the people I watched, right? And then like with KD, Curry, and all them, like I'm just waiting for one of them to put the uniform on so I can put him in.
But the Lakers.
Like my top 10 is damn near the same thing, you know.
So Luka has
That's your
77
list.
statues
You
on
couldn't
right
have,
here.
yeah, it's
Like
your
my
list.
top 10 all ever? Yeah, Kareem is 6. Yeah.
I mean, it's your list. You
Like
can
it's
have,
like it's my top 5, and then like then
fucking lists, bro.
then it's like the older
Down with
guys.
the list.
What'd you
No
say?
more lists.
Huh?
No more lists.
Gil, you know Skip is watching.
No, but my list like no, but like consensus list is consensus list.
Okay.
I don't know what Skip is watching for.
Because he's a fan of quality YouTube programming. So let's shift
There's
over.
no, and there's no such thing as a consensus list neither.
The voters list? That's not a thing.
No, because everybody's opinion is fucking different. There's no one who has the exact same top 10 basketball players ever.
No, but isn't there
They
a
always put
consensus
out
when they
a
vote, like the top
They,
10?
they put out a list.
Wouldn't that be considered the
It's one person.
consensus list?
No, there's not one
no,
person. It's
no.
a group of people that vote for
that they put in a group, and it ain't the same fucking 10 people, bruh.
Well, we say
Everybody don't
they
have
need
the
to
same 10.
do some type
No, what I'm
of
saying is they all
algorithm, AI calculation to
You can
make a
get
list
10
and see
people
what
in the
happens.
room, and
Chat
10 people
GOAT.
all go have somebody different.
Chat
1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be
But
different.
it's just like whoever has the
ChatGPT
most
for the
votes,
Sixers.
that's who they.
Yeah, so that ain't the same list.
I bet you that's gonna work somewhere.
no, I said it's like when they.
Yeah, that's how who has the most
Dope.
vote. Yeah, it's one thing, but
People are like LeBron.
it's not the same list.
Some
No,
basketball.
what I'm saying is when they do a list, they have the top 75 is like rank them, so they have like 100 people or whatever, and then they all rank them just like they do anything.
So we believe in that?
And then,
No, but
we use it for everything else.
I don't. Not we. Not fucking.
No, I'm talking about for MVP.
how they
that's-
gave them
they
their,
do.
and they got
They
their
use
little
that shit.
jackets because of
Yeah,
it.
everybody, because I just don't.
Top.
You can't get 10 people to agree on shit. So I don't think you're gonna get.
There's a basketball
Put
nerd
that on
out there
t-shirt.
somewhere doing some type of calculations to
There
make
is
this.
to make it work, of course.
Somebody's
Put
doing
the shit
it.
in the computer. It's the fucking Disso Master. Same shit.
They're gonna do
Gonna
it.
spit out some numbers, and this is the top 10, and people go with it. So I get it, but it's not.
It's usually how you
Yeah,
looked and viewed the game. If you're a
That's also
defensive
different,
player, then you're gonna
exactly.
go more off of defense. styles, if you're a scorer. I mean, so everyone's list varies.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No, it does. That's why when you're like, you're very close to putting Luka in your top 5. Like, no, I'm saying that's your list, and you're entitled to have your.
But that's what I said. Like I say it. This is
the only one.
You know, that's what I said. This is my list. Like even my top 10.
No doubt.
Like my top 10, besides Jordan at 1, everybody else is just Lakers. Because I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan first. So as long as you put the Laker uniform on.
You can make his list.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I know. Okay.
Mike and 4 Lakers.
Yeah.
And so I'm just waiting for
I don't
KD.
agree with. I mean, I
KD,
don't
you know
disagree
what I
with Mike. I said I don't disagree with Mike. At number 1.
Yeah, Mike 1.
But then you got all Lakers.
Yeah.
That's your list.
Yeah, you know, you got the logo up there, Laker, you know what I mean? You know, shit you wear in the socks, that's a Laker.
Just find your way to get to a Laker.
You know what I mean? When you talk about billionaires, when you talk about billionaires, 2 Lakers.
Yeah.
Running this shit around here.
So, Kenny, let's talk about the Nuggets. Pre-Luka Lakers struggle with the Nuggets. We're getting burped, as you pointed out numerous times on this show. I believe you even brought a child, a diaper, and a blanket to articulate that. Season series with the Nuggets ends tied at 2-2. Lakers currently on the tiebreaker since they are division leaders should the teams end up with the exact same record. Nuggets have eliminated the Lakers in each of the last 2 postseasons, including the hardest gentleman sweep last season. Who has the advantage in a potential playoff matchup between the Lakers or Nuggets at this point?
Are you serious?
Is it a serious question I'm asking you? I
Still-
respect your
No, I don't think y'all can beat them, bro. Until y'all prove it to me.
You do not?
No, until
gotta
they
see it.
match up in a playoff series and y'all send Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets home, I don't think y'all can beat them.
Joe. We haven't seen it yet.
Until it
You're a
happens,
Celtics
show me.
fan.
No, she can be that, but she got eyes, and she been watching. Until y'all do it, I'm gonna go. I don't believe it. Because who's supposed to stop him? Jackson Hayes? No, it's not gonna happen, bruh. Y'all go
Short-handed last night,
and
so
playing that style that y'all played the one game that he did play, that ain't gonna suffice for a playoff series. That is not. So I don't see it. No, y'all. Do y'all have chance with LeBron and Luka on the floor to beat most teams? Absolutely. But just they got that equalize over there, man. And till y'all meet them up, match up with them in the playoffs and do it, I'm not gonna say that y'all can.
So you say Joker is the equalizer.
To anything that anybody got going on out here.
And Lakers fans feel like Luka is the neutralizer.
Okay, cool.
Equalization.
Yeah.
We got grown men now.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Luka.
He can't guard him?
Yep. He don't need you.
Well, somebody need to. See, that's your problem.
yeah, who's gonna guard him?
That's your
We didn't guard
problem.
him before.
Exactly. That's why y'all keep losing.
We got rid of the person he was burping.
Yeah. And now it's gonna be worse.
Now you're just gonna try to outscore.
Yeah, that's all.
We burp.
That's all
Same thing he was
that's all they
doing.
can do.
So you gonna have to guard
Same thing he was doing.
Luka.
He don't play defense. It's the same. They're the
Jokic gonna
same
have to guard.
person. Let them equalize each other.
Yes.
They're both gonna have to guard.
Yes.
As great as his defense.
Jokic.
Both of them.
I said.
Like Luka
yeah.
don't guard nobody.
Who's guarding
Yeah,
Luka?
yeah. Jokic and Luka, they both gonna have to guard.
Who's guarding
so-
Austin
That's
Reeves?
what I'm saying. That's what I said. They
Till
actually
y'all do it.
cancel each other out.
If that moment
Y'all
happens,
haven't even come close.
Huh?
Y'all didn't come close in the playoffs.
Yeah, we listen.
very close.
said, ain't
Hardest
no
gentleman sweep in NBA history.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, it's
That-
valid
that-
for us to not believe in it,
And
but
we
we
beat
gotta
them
see it.
1 through third quarter. We was whooping them. They came back in the fourth.
They was playing without.
But when the fourth quarter was over, y'all want to talk about that third quarter shit like it matters.
The fourth quarter.
Y'all want to, the first 3 quarters we were,
Yeah.
who
Now we
gives
got-
a fuck what y'all did the first 3 quarters?
We got Luka now.
It don't matter what y'all did the first 3 quarters.
got Luka
When
now.
that shit said goddamn quad zeros up that motherfucker, the Denver Nuggets had more points than y'all did.
And we
All
got-
that mattered. And until y'all do that for 4 games out of 7 in a playoff series, I'ma say that the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
So
We were trying
that's
to
just
feed,
what
we
it
were
is.
trying to
So,
feed a number 3 option.
yeah.
Now we got a number 1 option who gets to start the fourth quarter now. LeBron sits out, and AD, the ball is trying to go to AD, and
Sounds
AD do
really
his
good.
thing, and we couldn't score. Because I'm thinking about it, he averaged, 2 points? But the first 5 minutes was all him. So that's where the comeback. Now
So
we
you
have
want-
Luka.
He's trying to sell it to y'all. Y'all really like he
I don't
really
need
trying
to
to
sell
sell
it.
it. Yes, you are. He's trying to sell this shit. Like, the man asked me a question. No, you trying to convince me that Luka gonna be
I don't know. They're going to convince. They're going to convince. They're going to
If
convince.
you would have just let him take his time picking the beer,
Hey, I saw y'all
Things
bring
would've been
that shit in the back. Like, no, I don't want that bootleg.
They're going to convince you. Trust me.
I don't want that bootleg shit. I saw you bring it in.
I mean,
So
yeah.
we asked the chat who wins in a playoff matchup between the Nuggets and Lakers. And the chat says, Joker, poker, barbecue, smoker, Lakers in 5. 69% of the chat believes the Lakers are going to win. Shout out Shannon
cool.
Sharp.
Yeah.
That is your thing.
Yeah, believe in it and do that. And
We believe Lakers.
y'all had the
Recency-
same sentiments
recency
last
bias.
year and then the year before that.
No.
Lakers
No, we were
gonna
lying last
No, we
year.
didn't.
And we were lying the year before that.
No.
Say that
I
again
said it.
in
I
a
was
few
like,
months.
remember I
He
said
was
we need to
lying
lose this
too.
so we can stay out of Denver's way? I said that.
We were ducking.
I said we need
Get
to
out of
duck this
Denver's
one.
way.
We were
I
full
was in the
support of
group
a
chat yesterday
duck.
with some dudes, these Lakers fans, y'all beat the team didn't play yesterday. Lake Show ho. And
They said Lake Show Ho?
Yeah, like, and I'm
To-
like,
to you in the
no,
group?
it's a group chat. It's
Okay.
a bunch of
So
Lakers
to the
fans.
group, it wasn't to you.
It's a bunch
All
of
right.
Lakers fans. I'm like, and so y'all beat Nikola didn't play
But why didn't he play, Kane? That's what we really need to
because he
examine.
wanted to play y'all in the playoffs. Yeah, he like of all these teams, who we know we can get out of the first round with. We want to play that team. So let's get to 4. They at 5, or we at 5, they at 4. It don't matter.
Okay.
Joker on the floor.
Yeah, you're not worried about that no more.
Man, it sound good.
We not worried about that.
Lulu.
And just back to
The
Luka.
time that he hold on, but the last time that he did play,
I'm asking, who-
y'all had
who
to come up
defends
with like I said, your head coach said he didn't go to bed trying to figure out how to guard this man. And the only thing that he could come up with was, you know what? Everybody go guard him
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah, so that means everybody else got to do what he does.
Yeah, no, they just got to do
Because
more.
there's
No,
one
not what
thing.
he does.
There's one thing they can't do. They can't treat Luka like that.
Yeah, well,
You can't guard Luka with 4 or 5 people because
say something
we
about
have what
y'all.
Jokic had before, all shooters now. So you can't double them. You can't do nothing. You can't load up on them because you have an Austin Reeves who can shoot. You have a Connect that can shoot. You got a Gabe Vincent that can shoot. You got Black and White that can shoot. Then you also have LeBron James out there.
Shout out Black and
We
White.
load up on them. We're saying, all right,
put the ball on the floor, go
shoot,
make plays.
Peyton Watson. If you want to go out there and shoot 16 threes, good. Brown, shoot those threes, right? There's
So
another
that's y'all
thing
strategy for a playoff series. You think
Hell
that shit
yeah.
gonna work?
Hell yeah. Make a bunch of athletes
That
shoot.
shit might work one game, and y'all already showed your hand. So this is the thing, y'all so fucking terrified of this man
Yeah.
that if y'all do play in the playoffs, why wouldn't you save that strategy? Why would you show your hand now and have them figure it out if they do playoff? So bad coaching, all of it.
Oh, because what?
You showed your hand. Like you always
Are
say,
those shooters going
you
to stay in
showed
the
your hand.
Are they going to stay in the?
So now we know how to go. Now I have a game plan. If we do face y'all in the playoffs, I'm going to assume that this is the way that you guys plan on playing him. So therefore, we'll come up with a game plan that don't allow y'all to do that.
Oh yeah.
So
But what if JJ Redick and the Lakers are like you playing dominoes and don't
I
have
think
a
Michael
strategy?
Malone is a better.
Unpredictable.
Michael Malone is a better coach than JJ Redick.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. So therefore, I
Like a bunch of
expect them,
old
if they do match up in the playoff series, they will be prepared for that. We're gonna triple team him, and he only got 7 shots. They'll be prepared for that.
Yeah.
I do know that. So
Everybody,
the strategy
y'all,
won't work.
All y'all back door because none of y'all can shoot.
Yeah, that's cool. A bunch of layups.
And done.
Twos is, we know, twos is that motherfucker going through the basket. It don't matter how it's going through the basket. So, like I said, you showed your hand already with that strategy. So good luck utilizing that same strategy in the playoff series.
We don't need luck.
Lakers.
We
'Cause
got
I
luck.
will.
Lakers in 5.
That's what he said.
Who, 5 who?
Just to make it entertaining.
No, that's what he
He
said.
said.
Boy,
Lakers in 5.
not against that team.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait. We'll be here watching.
Not against that team.
I guess they haven't seen them shoot the ball from outside.
You act like layups not a part of the game, dude. So everybody just gonna continue. So that's what you want them to do, right?
That's what they're going to do.
You know, is it?
Yeah.
You got a crystal ball? You seen it?
Yeah.
So you seen them playing the playoff series already?
No, I can
And
just.
they stayed out there shooting.
No, I know the
threes?
players. Don't we know the players? We know what the players do, right? We know Gordon, when Jokic gets the ball, he's going to try to duck and go to lob.
Didn't he just have 36 the other day?
Yeah.
Sure did.
That wasn't, he made threes, layups, dunks, all that.
I'll take his 33 over Jokic 33 and 15 assists.
Well, he had the same numbers, and they won.
So let's talk quickly.
Yeah, when he didn't play, when they played Golden State, he had
that's
numbers,
Golden,
and they won.
Golden State. They ain't us.
But they beat him, so he had the same numbers.
We heard about no Golden State, baby.
But Nicole,
hey man, just put our fucking, just put the Lake, like we get our parade this year. We should double this shit up from the 2020. We should double it up.
Okay.
What parade?
Because we didn't get a parade in 2020.
You're not going to
I don't know why.
2025.
They can march. Black Lives Matter. Lakers championship didn't matter.
But Black Lakers don't matter.
As soon as Lakers win a championship, nobody want to march on that no more. Everybody afraid of COVID now when the Lakers win a championship. In the middle of COVID, motherfuckers, we want our rights. We want our rights. Put my mask on. We want our rights. Lakers win, everybody want to be in the house now. All right, that's how we're doing this.
Sheltering in place.
I was ready for my parade, had champagne ready. Shit, mom's ready to fly. Because you can't do that expensive shit.
So what they got to do with this season?
So after we win.
What you bringing up that shit for?
Because when we win,
they bringing up the shit that happened 5 years ago,
They
right?
want to make
when
up
we
for the
win, we get the, I want
They
back
get the
to back.
both parades.
Win what? Win what?
So do it like
playoff series?
Do you seriously think
Like a
the
playoff
Lakers are
series?
gonna win?
So you're going to celebrate a playoff series win? That's what you're saying?
The
Gil has thought that since the beginning.
He's been thinking that for a while, but like
I'm
for
just asking.
real, you think the Lakers are really going to win a championship this year?
It has the right and not been on the wall.
No, it has not.
For who?
That
In
right,
boo-boo.
It's open.
For who?
It's open.
It was written in boo-boo.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I say it's open.
Yeah.
But I asked him if he really believes the Lakers are going to win a championship this year.
I mean, he been saying that.
you see
Okay.
it?
He has been saying it.
The
but
writing
he
is
said
on
it
the
last year too, and they just said that they was lying.
I say, yeah,
so.
hey, yo,
You
no.
think so?
Soon as,
No, I mean, when they got
soon as
Luka, he
that-
started going.
Hey, as soon as that white man got that private jet
I know.
No, Pete,
and landed in LAX.
Lakers fans,
You
Cowboys.
remember. You saw him do this.
The most.
Lakers fans, Cowboys fans.
Peak illusion.
Every year. Motherfucker go win something.
One franchise, but one franchise is
Both of them
actually
are
realistic.
like, trust me. And when they don't start playing, the motherfuckers talk shit about them.
That's a fact.
Can we have the remedy.
So how much shit did he talk about them same Lakers that he motherfucking held? How much shit did he talk about them?
A lot.
Right?
A lot.
Now all of a sudden they gonna win. Let them motherfuckers get swept in the first. Man, I knew the motherfuckers wasn't shit. I told y'all like
We should have kept AD.
should have kept AD, right? Let that shit go left.
yeah.
It's gonna be a whole different conversation on this couch.
If JJ didn't would have played.
Yeah, why the fuck they hired JJ Reddick? I knew that motherfucker wasn't ready. They should have kept Darvin Ham. Where the ham at? Bring back the ham.
Where the ham at? Bring back the ham. Where the ham at?
Right?
Christmas over.
Right?
Where the ham at?
Yeah. Like it's gonna be the same every year. It's the same shit. Like
Can we know the one remedy that will make you a Lakers fan. We are working the phone with Ralph
man,
Palinka
bro,
right now.
hey.
Like Cowboys.
make that
like,
happen.
how good were they this year?
who?
The Cowboys.
Shit.
Trash.
Before Dak got hurt, they thought they were
They
gonna
were
be
okay.
something. No, start the season off full roster.
Yeah.
Dak got paid last year.
Yeah.
Cowboys, woo, Jerry Jones coming to media. We all in once again. Cowboys fan, you heard Jerry?
We all
Shit,
in.
we all in. We gonna win it. Dak got paid. We got CD Lamb and that motherfucker
Lamb?
got 5 wins. Dak get hurt, the motherfuckers in the
He
basement.
said we all in.
Yeah.
Who is Lamb?
He's a wide
Wide receiver. The wide receiver.
Who's
Nice.
the number one wide receiver in the NFL?
He's up. He was paid like one before.
I
Just
mean,
now.
now, who is it though?
He was the highest paid, but
No, I mean, who is the best?
who's the best in my opinion? Probably Justin Jefferson or
Okay.
So Jamar Chase. In the,
Now, how about running back?
he plays in Baltimore.
Yeah, you play with him all the time on Madden.
No, he played in Baltimore.
Now imagine in the middle of the season,
Yeah,
one of them get traded
yeah.
there. Right?
But hey, we had the opportunity to get one of them, and the motherfucker didn't do it.
Damn. See, we did ours.
Y'all a little
We
better
did
than
ours.
Cowboys.
We ain't Jerry Jones right here.
See, Derrick Henry live in Dallas doing something. Derrick Henry said he want to be a Cowboy.
well,
Derrick Henry played for the Baltimore Ravens.
He live in Dallas.
They got a Nico.
Trains in
they got a
Dallas.
Nico in their building as well, apparently.
Trains in Dallas, lives in Dallas, didn't want to leave during the season. Like,
So
Wow.
earlier this week,
you know what? He too good. You know what? Let's go bring Ezekiel Elliott back. He the answer. Right?
Wow.
Will y'all bring him back?
Yeah. Let him go for Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard go to motherfucking Tennessee because you don't want to pay him. You let Zeke go because you was getting Tony Pollard for peanuts. Now Tony Pollard number one running back. Now you got to pay him. Now you don't want to pay him. Now you letting him go to Tennessee. Now you need a running back. We talking about, let's go. But Lakers fans, Cowboys fans.
I think that was
Yes, but
the way to button that up.
no, they full of shit down there. But every year, Brandon, the same shit with these motherfuckers, man. Like they gonna win it, then when they don't,
What's wrong with being
Why?
positive?
he gonna
It's gonna flip.
it's gonna have like
Positivity is
I already
everything.
bought new Laker jackets, vintage Laker jackets. Yeah, I'm ready for the parade.
So
Are you going to the
I already got my outfit. I already got my Laker outfit for the
But
parade.
are you going to the parade?
What?
If they win it.
What?
the whole Gilbert Arena
I'm
crew
not
will
gonna
be
be
going.
out
Be a
there.
parade.
I'm not gonna be out there.
go to
We were taking the underdog
gonna
bus
be a
to the
the
parade.
next parade he gonna be able to go to out
gonna
here
get some marathon
is the
burgers on the
Macy's
way.
Thanksgiving Day joint that they have downtown for.
I don't think that's in LA. That is a New York parade. But nonetheless, that is not a parade that we hold
All I
in
know
Los
is the
Angeles.
Lakers better not win.
is, Josiah.
They better not.
We winning.
No, y'all are-
Y'all got to get that shit through y'all
But if y'all
brains
do-
right
if
now.
if y'all
just
do
sold,
win,
y'all just sold
I'm
y'all
not
shit
gonna
in the
be
middle
able
of
to
the
be
season.
around you for
You know what I mean, y'all just sold y'all team, so you already know something's going on over there because
No, what the
who would
hell?
sell
Facts.
their team
Jeez.
with a chance to win
another
a
chip.
back-to-back, which that back-to-back.
Because they don't want to spend no more money.
Somebody who won $6.1 billion.
They want to
Gil,
stop
I
spending
hear
money.
You win a back-to-back. That shit is at
Hey,
least $7 million.
I-
They don't want
Hey,
to
I
spend
hear
any
you.
more.
Hey, I hear you. A bird in the hand is worth more than two in that bush over there. I tell you that shit.
Give me that
Because
6.1
heaven
billion.
forbid, motherfucker don't go out and win that motherfucker again. Goddamn it! Like, listen,
This
hey
is probably
man,
the most valuable
hey,
Celtics are going.
man, I bought this motherfucker for $330. You want how much? You trying to buy?
Yeah.
$6 billion, right? That's
People
what
used
I
to
said.
come up to me, hey man, shouldn't me buy that? Everything has a
Like,
price,
I'm
dog.
cool with my little $6.1 billion.
If I didn't bought it, it has a price.
Sold.
So don't come to me ask me how much
right?
how much you sell that to me. Oh, that has a price.
I know.
He came to him. You want to give me how much you say now?
You ain't lying.
We got what was that again now?
I look
How many zeros is that?
And them super maxes are not cheap. Give me that
Wow.
6.1
They on the
billion. I
way.
can figure it out.
Just give me the .1.
I'll keep my ticket.
Y'all
Back
keep
number.
the 6. Yeah, just give me the .1. Y'all keep the 6.
Yo,
So
Give me that
A
.1.
lot
let's
of
keep this
money.
thing moving. Today's podcast.
20 years ago?
Today's podcast is brought to you by Via Hemp. If you haven't tried Via yet, you're seriously missing out. Whether you need to unwind, refocus, or just pretend you have your life together, Via is here to enhance your everyday, and let's be honest, probably your night too. 500,000 happy customers can't be wrong. Via is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality, hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effect-driven results. Want better sleep, more focus, a little boost in the bedroom? Or maybe you just need to chill out because your stress levels are currently at screaming into the void status. Whatever you need, Via has a solution for you. And here's the best part, Via lets you customize your experience. Whether you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, Via has it. So if you're 21 years old or older, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code GIL to receive 15% off, free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're new to Via, get a free gift of your choice. After you purchase, if they ask you where you heard about them, please support Gil's Arena and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. So earlier this week, we talked about Bronny, who's normally quiet, reserved, clapping back, Nuggets fan pointing out that their chain may not be authentic. Mr. B, you sent it in the check, said your chain fake.
That was funny.
But recently, Bronny did an interview with Joe Varden of The Athletic where he described his NBA experience so far, saying, quote, I see everything that people are saying, and people think like I'm a fucking robot, like I don't have any feelings or emotions. I always try to just let it go through one ear and out the other, put my head down and come to work, and be positive every day. So Bronny doesn't do interviews often, so it's interesting to hear him comment on this. He sees everything, like his pops. I take mental notes.
Everything.
On your
that effing robot, that's
I'm
let you know he fed up. He tired. He tired. He's tired. Like, listen, I'm not an effing robot. All right, y'all. Like he's letting y'all know. Like, all right.
Not too much.
So do you understand Bronny's perspective on media coverage?
Yes, it's too much. They dragged it.
Yeah.
They dragged it. So he's a kid.
I know robot.
I like, it's understandable because, yeah, you're famous, right? Your dad is famous. You've been famous since, damn near you were born. And in a sense, you're watching 59 other players get grace.
Exactly.
You got, number one picks who can play through mistakes. No one's worried about it. No one's mentioned them, right? You got people behind me who's not in the league. You got people in the second round who making $12 million for the 3 to 4 years, and they haven't scored any buckets. They're in the G League, and everybody, for some reason, no one looks at them, and everyone's focusing on me and all my flaws, right? When I do good in this league, right? It's not the NBA.
It's not the NBA.
Right? Mm-hmm. But when I did bad down there, it's, he can't even play in the G League, right? So it's like, he's sitting there like, the fuck is the point? Right?
And on paper, he's like done everything right. Like, he doesn't get in trouble. He seems like he's a great kid. Like,
Think that matters?
It should. It should matter.
I didn't ask you that.
I mean, no, obviously it doesn't matter, but it's just like the way that people.
I didn't ask you that.
I mean, the way that people talk about him is, and they're like
don't
surprised
care about
that
positivity.
Right, but the fact that people are shocked that Bron felt the way about it now, Bronny's coming out saying that he feels the way about it. I just don't understand why, like, how people are like, well, they shouldn't feel that. Like, what?
I don't think people were shocked. Well, I do think people were shocked that LeBron actually addressed it.
Yeah.
As he should. Like, as a mom, I'm going to address it if you're constantly coming for my kid. And to your point, I think people do talk about those other number one picks, those other players who aren't doing what they're expected to do. Because it's Bronny, though, it's just elevated.
I have a question.
No, I look at the internet all day.
I have a question. I was watching First Take the other day, and they were talking about Shador and Dion. The conversation that they have with Shador and Dion versus Bronny and Bron are completely different, and I don't understand why.
Well, I think Shador top 5 pick.
I mean, yeah. But yes, he's proven himself in college, but his dad was his coach. I don't think that would make a difference, honestly. I know, but it's like, why can't you?
That is the difference.
But like, why aren't you supportive? But their logic was, this is a strong black man supporting his kid and da-da-da-da, but they're
people
not.
Taking up for LeBron, people saying like LeBron came to his defense and this, that, and the third. Yes, but you have to accept you don't have to accept it, but the criticism is going to come with it from the outside looking in, right? If you ask the average person walking down the street about this situation, if they just know, is Bronny good enough to play in the NBA? The masses gonna be like, the masses gonna say no, right?
So, a random
and
person.
the random person, just because of the
narrative.
The narrative. You ask people, can Shador Sanders play football? It's gonna be no whether. The answer's gonna be yes, because like you said, he's put the time in, he's done this, and because Bronny got drafted. And people, there's this notion out there that he's not good enough.
Right.
That's it's low-hanging fruit.
Yes.
For people. It's easy for people to talk about this, whether he can do 9 things positive, right, score 30 every night, but then it's just this one thing that people gonna harp on, and it's just unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It sucks in his life right now. Right? And it's going to be his life until he decides not to play in the NBA or whatever happens. It just...
Because I feel like even if he finds success in the NBA, it's always going to be something.
They're
always going to be something.
They're proving it. They're proving it with his G League play. There was a narrative on his G League play. He's not even good enough for the G League.
He started killing.
And then he started dominating, then they're quiet. And then, right, so then look at his NBA numbers. Right, and that's why I said, well, if you take everybody in this draft and you do a per 36, that means if you gave everybody 36 minutes, this is where he will rank. That's stupid. Of course.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fit the narrative you've been doing. But at the end of the day, if somebody says he doesn't belong in the league, then that means you have to then consider everyone from pick what? They don't belong in the league. They gotta pick them, right? So you're saying I can't pick him because he's not ready, but I can pick him. He's not ready, right? You got to think about like the second round itself. There's only gonna be about 11 kids in the second round that will be in the NBA by year 3, right? At least 7 kids right now from the second round won't even play. 2 kids that got picked behind him that would have been in Bronny's place. So the kid, this is how you're supposed to look at it. Bronny, remove him out of the equation. The kid that's behind him goes there. He ain't even playing on the team. He got cut damn near in preseason. Summer league. Nobody looks at it like that. Yeah. So he wasn't ready. The person behind him wasn't ready. The person behind him wasn't ready. So what the fuck does it matter about him or the person in front of him or the person in front of him?
Yes. Treat him as a fifth. So
you know what I mean? So
what I said from the beginning, right? After the draft, and as we talked about it on the show, moving forward, and all the hype was the Bronny's. Okay, we got the first game out of the way, right? Historical moment. Let's have that. I said there was a no-win situation in either situation either situation was a no-win for him. To play in the G League or to play in NBA games right now. There was a no-win situation for him. Because people are gonna nitpick, pick. He go down to he can't win right now. So my thing was don't put him in that situation to give people the ammunition to critique it. Right?
Yeah, but
let him play, let him practice with because you got enough guys you bring in, let him practice every day with NBA guys, let him work out with the NBA coach, let him do all that shit. And the next time we see Bronny is in Summer League. And let him play a few games, see how, and let next year be, because every other guys have done it, it was just because of injury, right? Guys didn't play Blake Griffin didn't play his rookie year. Guys, number 1 picks didn't play their rookie year. So why wouldn't we do this for this product that's not ready?
That would even be worse.
No, it
would waste a pick on it.
No, he's 55th.
No,
he's not playing. What other 55th pick is playing though? You're not wasting. You ain't pick him 9.
But a lot of people.
But they treat him like
exactly. But people are gonna be like, you could have given this pick to
let's treat him as he's 9. If he's not ready to play right now, let's treat it. Chet, the most recent is Chet. Chet didn't play his rookie year. Let's treat him as this product that's not ready.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying, well, it's LeBron's fault because he was like, draft my son. Personally, if I had that opportunity, I would be like, hell yeah, draft my son.
Like,
if I had a daughter, I'm like, yes, draft my daughter.
But let me ask you, so we had this conversation on the couch, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking the other day, right? Yes. It was Bronny's dream to get drafted into the NBA. He wanted to hear his name being called. That's the goal. That's the dream. Yes? Let it happen, right? Like I said, what if somebody wanted to pick Bronny at 44? And Gil said, fuck that. Don't draft him. Let me pick him at 55, right? I think 44 is a better situation for him, just personally.
Why?
Somewhere else.
It's somewhere.
So he's not playing with his dad?
It's happening organically. And you still handling this situation with white gloves, but it's not all of this that he's dealing with. He's still gonna get it, but it won't be under this microscope like it is. It's still gonna be because he's been under this scrutiny since high school. It was gonna be that as is once he got to the NBA.
I get it, but just to have that opportunity to have a father-son
it's a great moment
together.
Yes, but it's a great moment for sport. Yes. It's a great moment for their family. Yeah, I'm not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at what cost?
At what cost, though? Right? For him to have to go for this statement. For this statement, right? So this is what I'm saying. So it's all coming full circle now, right?
Huh?
It wouldn't be this.
It wouldn't be this statement now. You know what I'm saying? Like he would never have to come out and feel this way.
Well, I think he would.
It wouldn't be on this magnitude.
It wouldn't have, but you got to think about that.
Not even
If he would have got drafted, just
top of it.
what NBA organization who we think highly of? Just take the San Antonio. Just the San Antonio Spurs is a highly, like we think highly of the San Antonio Spurs, right? With what they have done throughout time since they have always been looked at an upper echelon of organization, as far as class, this, that, and the third, and the way they treat their guys. Just if we put him in that, just there. And this is the message from Rich Paul, the whole crew, everybody. It ain't as being in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Storm here in LA.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm happy for their absolutely, but it wouldn't have been all of this. But
I think everyone's missing the biggest part of it, right? He's not a normal kid.
Yes.
Just like Michael Jordan's son is not a normal kid. If Jay-Z kids, not normal kids. Kanye West, not normal kids. Meaning there's an empire that follows the parents and is trickling down to the kids. Which means Bronny, once he put his name inside that draft, it wasn't about basketball anymore. So you're not gonna let someone draft. This is $1 billion name right here. I can't give this name. I can't protect this name in Miami. I can't protect it in this. The only way I can protect this entity is
right here.
I disagree.
If something happens on the road, that affects me.
I disagree.
Because
You think it could have been on any
they don't
team?
have
You think it could be on any team?
What I'm saying is they don't have the infrastructure.
Certain teams.
No, certain teams, yes.
No.
I disagree with that, Gil.
Because here I control everything in this umbrella.
That's the problem.
I don't think.
Right.
I don't think,
that's the problem right there, right?
You want to control.
That's the problem.
Yes.
As a child, he needs that. He's growing up. He's going to become a man. You need to raise him and start treating him as that.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And him being under this umbrella, it's not doing him any.
But
Obviously, it's messing.
It's fucking with him.
Yeah. You know what?
Because he's a kid, he's still trying to figure himself out in this world and who he needs to be, who he want to be, what he like, what he don't like, people he like, people he don't like. I shouldn't be have to constantly, since I've been a child, I've been forced because of who my dad is to this, right? I ain't saying this is his thought process, but you have to start letting, like, the fucking feet, like, you gotta start giving line, dog, to let him grow up. Because if he's not, I ain't saying he's a good kid, he's around, he got security, so you put him in the right situation. We ain't heard nothing negative about him in high school, therefore,
Because he's under an umbrella.
but it's still the same umbrella.
My umbrella doesn't reach over there.
He was in high school. His dad didn't go to high school with him.
No, but his
dad didn't go sit there in fucking class. His dad didn't go sit in class with him. His dad didn't go on the road with him.
What happened his freshman year?
He had the heart thing.
No.
What?
He knows high school. What happened the freshman year in high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't. That trickles down to my
You think that stopped?
as a person. Huh?
You think that stopped?
But what I'm saying is,
it looked like fire.
What I'm saying is,
but did you think that stopped?
But what I'm saying is, I can't have that on somebody else's because that's
it happened.
Their entity.
He happened living in your house.
But I can't.
You can't watch him 24/7, Gil.
I can now.
No, you can't.
Do you think that
you cannot watch him 24/7?
What I'm saying is, you think they can have a Jordan moment in the Olympics?
You can't
back in America.
You can't watch him 24/7,
What I'm
Gil.
saying is,
you just said that.
I can't have a
24/7. You can't. 365, 24/7. You can't watch him.
Sounds horrible.
You can't. You can't watch him. You can't. Listen, you got to let him fucking grow up.
What team does he play for?
You got to let him grow up.
What team does he play for?
Because you control the narrative.
Why?
You control the narrative.
I think it's important.
He lived in your, to your point, he lived in your house.
No, I just think.
And he still did what he did.
When I'm on the road, yes.
But he still lived in your house.
And then what happened?
So when he goes to the G League,
So do you think I'm gonna?
to the G League, is LeBron with him?
Do you think I'm gonna let
when
it
he goes
happen
to the G League, is LeBron with him?
Or you think I'm gonna let it happen again?
It ain't what you're gonna let.
Right, he's a good.
It ain't what you're gonna let.
You have to control that part.
They raised.
So you think LeBron let the first situation happen?
No, it happened on my.
So my point exactly.
Has it happened
Gil?
again?
You want my point exactly?
Has it happened again?
Yeah, my
because
point
I
exactly.
can control it.
No, you can't.
I am.
That's your problem.
You haven't even paid attention to LeBron James.
That's
In
your
22
problem.
years, while LeBron was on someone's
Who ain't
team,
paid attention?
have you seen anything negative on a teammate?
No, you have. Okay, cool. Well, we all know that.
I want you to think about what I just said.
Here. What happened?
Have you heard?
You said he can watch him 24/7. Yes
I
or
let
no?
you. Yeah, I'm asking you one question. In 22 years.
I said no. I answered your question. I just answered your question. If you would listen, I answered your question.
That's all that matters.
Stick together.
But like you just said, he
300
can watch him
teammates.
365 days a year, 24/7. He can't. If the kid gonna do something, he gonna fucking do it whether his daddy's there or not. Whether his daddy is there or not, he's going to do it whatever, no matter what his daddy got to do or say. So let him grow up is what I'm saying. Eventually, you got to motherfucker take him off the nipple in the fucking funnel and let him grow up. That's what I'm saying. You can't keep fucking you can't. When this shit go left, he don't know how to deal with it. If some negative shit go on, let him. I ain't saying you gotta let him fall off a fucking cliff, but eventually there's some bumps and scrapes along the way that will help.
But what if I could stop it?
I've been stopping it for.
Did you think
I've been stopping it.
But I know, but like
I've been stopping for 22 years.
But do you think they
Have y'all, that's what I'm saying. It's
Stop it.
22 years, no one on the team, all the personalities he's ever had on his team,
everybody knows
they've never got in trouble.
You want to reiterate again? Hey, everybody.
Because
people
I let you talk, dog.
People don't get in trouble with LeBron James. You already said.
Okay, so
you already said.
So I'm going to draft my son so he doesn't get in trouble. So everything you said actually means nothing because I've done it for 22 years. I've done it for 22 years
to other people.
So you don't think I'm going to do it to my son?
That's fine, Gil. You can do that. You're doing it. Absolutely.
I just think it's important that the fact that, you know, the reason why Bron wanted his son to be drafted to the Lakers, the heart thing that he had up in Tennessee, right? So if I'm a father and I'm playing, if I have the opportunity to control it and to be able to get my son with me every day, where medical staff, his mom is around, everything, for the first couple of years, I think it is important because my son just had a heart thing. I don't want to be on the road and my son is in Dallas or San Antonio and I just get in a call, well, shit, he fell out again. I can't be there. Like the mom can't. Like we don't. It's just too.
So the same thing can happen now, Brandon.
Yeah, but
so if he plays in a G League game somewhere,
right. His mother's there.
The same thing can happen, dog.
But it's still close to the mother's right there. Like the family's right there.
He was at USC. They live here. She still had to drive. You can't control it.
But do you think they may have miscalculated
the
response
I hear you, yes.
of all this?
You can't.
But you're saying you can't. But
so you can control a hard situation, Gil?
You're saying you can't.
Gil, you can't control every situation.
But what I'm saying is you're saying you can't.
You can't.
But he's done it for 22 years, so how can you say he can't?
He couldn't prevent, so he could control the hard situation his son had?
No, I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. You can't control everything, Gil. The shit that's public and going on with guys, you can have control over. You can have a party. You can tell everybody to check their phones in. You can do all of that shit to protect your brand. Your teammates. Yes, I'm saying yes, Gil. Absolutely. He has done all of those things. Cleveland, Miami, Lakers, USA Basketball, wherever else LeBron James has been, guys that's been around him, he has protected them. Absolutely, in that regard. Absolutely. But I'm pretty sure those guys have vices. They go home. Shit is going on in their life. He can't control that. He can't. He couldn't control his son's situation, unfortunately. Shit happens. You control what you can't control. Yes. Absolutely. But life happens. Life goes on. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. Like Brandon said, in a couple years, we don't know what the situation is going to be in a couple years, so I get, yes.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Would I want my son right now? Absolutely. But what I'm saying is you got to let him fucking grow up. I'm not saying he's not, but situations what we come up in this NBA. It ain't easy.
No.
Right? It's not. Things happen. Learn how to deal with them. Rather having somebody fucking take care of it for you all the time. I'm not with that. Some shit you gotta learn and it's just life. This is life I'm talking about here. We ain't talking about sports. We're talking about life. Shit happens along the way, and you gotta fucking learn how to deal with it at times. You ain't gonna always be able to call on him. And this is what, like, yes, Ben, what he's done, what the history of his father, yeah, the heart, all of those things are true, yes. But life is going on at the same time as all this controlling going on. Life is going on as well. Ain't saying somebody ain't plotting on him. One of these little girls on the road coming to the situation, she getting out, he don't know how to deal with it other than call him. It might be too late, is what I'm saying. He might not know how to deal with the situation when he's in it, because he just.
So don't you teach him that? Like, right? Like, don't you?
You can tell him, but what's
the best right, just tell him, right?
What's the best experience?
No, but the best experience is learning, but why would I want that to happen?
I ain't saying you want it to. Did I say you want it to happen, Gil? Listen sometimes, instead of just.
No, you've been talking the whole time. Nobody's interrupted you at all.
I didn't say I want it. Don't nobody want it to happen. I'm saying as you controlling everything over here, life is happening simultaneously. Mm-hmm. And not to say that one of these, if you heard what I said, I don't want no little girl to trap him. No, I'm not saying that. But is it a possibility at the same time and him knowing, like, shit, he don't know. So,
but I do.
We're assuming.
But I do if I'm LeBron. I know how to deal with this situation.
We're making all these assumptions about how he's living his life.
So I can deal with it easier in Los Angeles versus him somewhere else that happens to that I'm in San Antonio. So if something happens in San Antonio, I have no control over that. I don't know no one there in San Antonio. Here in Los Angeles, this is my kingdom. I can get to whatever situation I need to ASAP. San Antonio, no SAP. So whatever's gonna happen, that's that team's. That team's. What's the name? Just like the shit that happened with Jordan's son in Paris. Same thing that happened when he got here. Right? Who does that affect? Big Father. Bron stopping out. I don't need that. We got too much going on.
Too much money.
For you to learn how to be a kid or an adult and make mistakes. You're not the kid that is allowed right now to bump your head. You need to be a professional first. So knocking on your door, joint rooms, my room, your room. There's not gonna be nobody sneaking over. Security guard in the front of mine, security guard in the front of yours.
So
when you in San Antonio, that's not a case.
So when
because that's guaranteed.
When he's with the G League,
you talk about him like he's 12.
He goes to play and come home.
Lex, that's what it still is.
I know it's weird.
Why do you think he's not on the road?
I think it's odd.
There's a reason.
Because you're like, he need to grow up, but then everyone talks about him like he's a child.
No, I think I'm
like
a
he
firm believer
still is
let
a
him
kid
grow up.
by age, but
that's what
he's
I
a
said, there's a
professional
price.
athlete.
He's a child.
But he's still a professional athlete.
There's a price, but there's a price tag on the
And
child.
he's not the only one this age in the NBA.
But we're seeing it with every other parent. These kids that Kanye's West kids, we are watching it. They're not letting them motherfucking kids out their sights. The Michael Jackson kid, nobody's letting
But
them
honestly,
kids.
and that's more about.
You can't go out there and
That's
just be
more about
normal.
other people than their own kids, though.
Huh?
That's more about other people than their kids. Like I feel like they trust their kids. It's everybody else that they don't.
I'm watching. I'm watching the basketball game, right? I'm watching Bryce play, and the security guard is standing right behind the bench. All right, and I'm like, so you can't like go sit on the front row? Like it's just.
Well, you saw that
if
video
somebody
of all the
gonna
people
do something,
screaming
they
at
gonna
Bron
do
and all
it. You
that
can't
at the
prevent
game?
it, right?
No.
But if he in the game, you still standing behind the bench, like
they put him on the court.
Like you know, it's like you
Let him
can't. But you get what I'm saying though. Like, if he's on the floor playing, he's playing. You still standing behind the bench like.
It's because people are weird.
It's the prevention.
What he gonna do?
Do you saw the people screaming at Bron on him?
If you sit on the front row,
I don't even want you to
at the basketball,
It's the prevention.
right? You sit on
they
the
don't
front
know
row.
who that
If you
is.
standing behind the bench at the game,
Yeah, so people
I ain't
know.
got to try
he
it.
in the game playing.
I know, but people
Same
go
security.
run on the court.
Same security guard. I'm saying,
about-
you got a better chance to get to him if he's in the game.
Investments.
You got a better chance of seeing what's going on and running on the floor from there. I'm just saying, but I'm just like, yeah, but people crazy as shit,
What I'm saying is,
absolutely.
put Bronny James on 2 years ago, Houston Rockets. Now think about, remember, he's still a kid, so just like any kid, I want to fit in, right? I want to fit in because, so he's going to want to fit into the group. What does that look like?
Oh, my son was on that team, so.
That's what I'm saying. What does that look like?
Well, KJ's a good kid, so.
No, besides, but what does the rest of the team look like?
They were good kids. The only one that was a problem was Kevin Porter at the time, so.
See?
All right, well, let's keep.
For one, they
league is
when
full of
none of them
good-
old enough to get in
A
there.
lot of the kids are
Hold on.
good.
I'm saying none of them old enough to get in there.
Some
Well,
are
you got
not so
Jalen-
good.
Jalen
But I would say a lot of them are good
Jabari,
kids.
has to do
Tyree,
with how you're raised.
KJ.
Have a level of discipline to become a professional athlete.
But just like anything, when we first get into the NBA, like especially when you're younger, you're looking to try to fit in. You're like, you will hope that you get on a team that has good veterans, that got veterans that's actually trying to look out for you.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't have that, then it's really up to the people who's there.
Yeah, you get lost.
Right? So if you got a group that loves the party because they all young and they're trying to outdo each other in the money, then that's what you end up
falling into.
Or
get left out.
Yeah. Or you get onto a veteran team or veteran organization like Spurs. Their organization is protected. Miami, that organization they protect their investment by putting so much.
So two places that Bronny probably could have been okay.
But for the most part, I can't allow there's just certain, he can't allow his child to go there and he don't have no control of it. Like your investment, my investment for my child is not your investment, right? He's a 55th pick for you.
I mean, from the outside looking in, like in hindsight, would y'all have expected it to become this big deal that it's been? And do you think that maybe like LeBron's can't you do like risk reward things when you're making decisions. Do you think that they predicted that it was gonna snowball and get out of control like how it has? I mean, I think you have to consider it, but I feel like it's been a bit excessive.
Well, one person they didn't consider in this shit is the person who we're talking about.
Yep, Bronny, yeah.
One person who they didn't consider how this was gonna affect him, they didn't consider Bronny in none of this shit. None of it.
Who didn't?
The team. The whole team. Or this statement wouldn't be relevant. He wouldn't feel this way. I'm not a fucking robot, is what the kid said.
Right.
He wouldn't feel this way if he was considered in all these decisions that's being made. If they considered him and how he feel and his feelings, and if it was about him, he wouldn't feel like, he wouldn't have to state, I'm not a fucking robot. His exact words, I'm not a fucking robot. He wouldn't feel this way if he was considered. If somebody asked this kid, what do you want? What would you like? What do you feel about this? How would you?
You don't think
You're talking about getting drafted?
The pressure of all of this shit, Brandon, not a chance.
I don't think that they thought it was.
He want to play basketball.
Right, so you didn't think he did?
I
know, but you didn't think like he thought this was coming from high school on up? Like you didn't think he thought none of this was coming?
Going on is insane.
No, the grown man and everybody talking about your every move, your every existence.
No, they were
that
not.
you can't do nothing right.
No.
You ain't even
Not
got
at this
started
level.
right. You ain't
Not
even
at
got
this level.
started yet. You can't do nothing right.
That conversation.
No,
with
That's
them, though.
hard.
The problem.
That's hard.
It is hard.
I think
You can't do nothing right.
What
Too much.
was kind of overlooked in this whole situation is this. I don't think anyone realized that anyone who didn't like LeBron
was going to take it out on his
was going to
kid.
take it out on him because he's averaging 27. I can't fuck with his legacy.
Because I've been trying to.
So the weakest part of his legacy is here. I can fuck with this all day. Oh yeah, 4 minutes, 0 points. Oh, you get to do that because it's the same name. Because you can't fuck with this one, right? So I don't think no one knew everyone was stooped that low. Just to say ha ha.
Just sad.
Right? I mean,
this climate, they didn't
I know
think that.
that's the problem.
Shit,
Like,
that's crazy.
You didn't think the professionals
If
was
you
going to
didn't
come
think
down
that,
this
that's crazy.
low.
People thrive off negativity.
And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah, not like the internet trolls. We talking about the people who are on TV and stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. When you think about everything that has LeBron James' name on it,
a lot of shit.
they've ruined the happiness of it, right? Think about the narrative of just the Olympics and the gold medal. Only because he's on that team, we want them to lose. Who's gonna beat him? Right? You're pushing Euro teams now. American media is pushing Euro teams to beat our American team. First time in history. We're cheering for every American. You got our American boys out there going to everyone's team, cheering fucking lacrosse. You out there, sports these niggas don't even know of. But when it came to the men's basketball, all media want, whose team is it?
over?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the game, Steph Curry say this, yay, right? LeBron, LeBron had to, like, wait, what?
So weird. So
LeBron, what?
Steph had to save LeBron.
Yes, Steph had to save LeBron medal and all that. We what? I thought.
Put all that shit to the side.
I thought the gold was the gold.
I thought this was about America.
But I didn't know Charles Barkley saved Michael Jordan gold. I didn't know the rest of the starting four that played very well saved him in his 26% from field. I didn't know that. I thought we fucking won gold and everybody was heroes.
Ducks fly
But
together.
because he's on the team, no one likes it anymore. Right? Oh shit, he won the bubble sucks. Disney, easiest one. When every NBA player who played in the bubble said this is the hardest shit ever, media says it's the easy one because who won?
Yeah.
Right? It's like y'all got to let the shit go, okay? Listen, if you don't have him number one, that's fine. Can he be number two? Can he do three? Whatever number you have him in, it's cool. Just let him play.
So, I have a question. Is it because Bronny is LeBron's son that he's not open for criticism?
Pippen had a son.
Pippen
had a son in the NBA.
No, because I think any athlete, right? When you're out there, you're an athlete, you're a pro, you're open
you're
for
gonna get
criticism.
criticized, but it's like
It's gonna
over the
happen.
top.
I agree. Some of the shit that they say about him, I'm like, y'all,
And then when
y'all
he does
doing
well,
way too much.
and when they do
My issue is when, like, LeBron as his father, not his teammate, when he addresses the disrespect and how you come in for my kid, like, I think he has every right to do that because now you're protecting your child, going back to what you said. But if it's strictly talking about basketball, his game, we all get criticized.
Yeah. But that's the thing, because it's not about basketball.
All right, well, let's get back.
Was it Pippen's son, right? Was in NBA, right? His first year, he got in 6 games, shot 33%, 55% from the free throw line, right? Scored a total of 14 points. No one said anything, right?
Well,
and you look at him now,
when he got
3
in the
years.
league, when he got in the league, his daddy was done.
But I'm saying,
right.
but you see how he looks in Villanova, that motherfucker balled 3 years straight in Villanova.
Agreed.
Right? And you see it took him time. Right now, 3 years later, he's an NBA player. 3 years later, he's an NBA player. He's a functional NBA player. He knows how to play the game. It took some, but I'm saying he been had it, but it took time. It takes time.
Right, so give him
You know what I mean?
time.
Like,
Then y'all can.
that's why I said it's easy
No
as
doubt
a
about
rookie.
that. You do have to give him time.
No, I'm saying it's easy. Like, think about it. If we go into the game saying, I'm not going to like this kid, right? The number one pick, the very first game, Oh, we can fuck him up first game. Because this is the first time he's playing big stage. Whoever that superstar on the team, he used to watch him. It's not, for the most part, that's going to be a rough game for him because he got to get adjusted to the speed. The strength. So it's easy to just attack. Like, we literally have never said anything about, 23 draft, 24 draft, 25 draft. Because we know how that, like, by your fourth year,
yeah, it's time to get going.
You should be, like, you've done had enough practices, games. You done been in to see who you really are. Right? Like, it's one of those things. And I'm like, you're beating the kid up in the process. This is the beginning of this stage. Like, it's like podcasting, right? Like, our first show is gonna be, it's gonna be our worst show, numbers wise.
No.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, let me stop you there, Gil.
It was pre-recorded.
First of all, you crazy, because the page started in 2018, my first show.
Well, that was yours.
But that's what I'm saying.
Your show, not
But look at him now.
Not Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
But Gil's Arena, our first show, we had we had 700 people when we first went live.
Well, that's just because they didn't know.
So imagine someone saying, our show sucks, this show's bad, fuck that show, I'm not watching again because y'all only got 700 people.
Well, they were doing that, as you recall, back in February 2023, and now they're begging to come on the show.
What I'm saying is we got
to,
but over time, we got better at it, we've done this, and how we are today, we're gonna be 10 times better next year and following year. We're gonna get better at the craft. It's like, just let the process happen. Then we can see
And then we
what
can
it is.
critique it.
Some of us have gone on to be movie stars, still staying humble in their role as merely a host. But Gil, earlier in the show, we opened up with their newest Adidas commercial. Show one of your old ones. Sheryl, Lexie, I both think you guys agreed it was trash. I think
Horrible.
your estimation.
Yes.
It was.
Horrible, but Gil had a breakdown with the visual. The chat said it was hot doodle.
And they did still watch it. Like, shit, it was.
But you're like, exactly. So you
Your older hibachi was not the new Adidas one.
Hey, I didn't get invited to Martin. Shit, I'm not that good.
Your new Adidas one, very good.
Yeah, you look natural.
I wasn't cooking though.
Your new Adidas one, very good. Shout out to Adidas. Thank you for sending the FedEx tracking number. Look forward to the latest and greatest package that you guys send over. See you watching. Rocking the Harden Volume 9s as well, available in stores.
And he just opened a store in Melrose.
Oh, he did. I believe he had a function on Tuesday that was well attended.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who got the PEs out there. So there's some players that got PEs.
What are you saying?
5.
Okay. I was like, what he finna say?
5. There's some people that got some PEs out there that's fire. And I know some of them, look like 2 WNBA colors. I'm like, yeah, nah, you gotta bring them over.
We have a lot, yeah. We have a lot.
You gotta bring them over. There's one that got like, it's purple.
Chelsea, Satu, Ka.
So there's one, who got purple in their jersey? That's one of them names.
The Valkyries, I believe, are.
Huh?
Satu and Phoenix.
Satu.
They have purple in there. Valkyries,
Satu, oh my God. If the PEs is hers, oh my God, I'll swing on it for him.
You will swing on her for the PEs.
Like when you put them Jordans
swing
on.
The basketball
I think she will happily give you a
Hey, listen, they got like I don't know if it's like fur on them, purple fur. Oh my God.
Lost me.
Velvet.
You lost me.
What is that? Velvet?
You lost.
Watch.
Purple
So, Gil, we showed your old commercials.
I don't know about all that shit.
Like that.
We showed your old commercial. Sheryl and Lexie thought it was trash. Brandon agreed. But our good producing team found some more of them. Let's start first with your presidential-themed commercial.
Presidential.
And that is our Gil's Arena playoff tournament where you can win $50,000.
Sunny in Washington. My fellow Americans, the state of the court is phenomenal. But I say it's time for some changes. It's time for us to paint the White House black. Oh, I'm just kidding. I stand for the basketballization of this entire nation. We will have mandatory video game sessions during halftime. Why? Because I make the decisions. One nation under Gil, and Gil we trust.
That's why I came to the shoot with a suit.
The chat, much more.
Okay.
That one was better.
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah, that was
Intrigued by that one.
Yeah, that was
Laughing
better. Gil. That
emojis.
was better. That was better. That was better. That was better than that first one. That first one was.
That was better.
Take a trip
Gil.
back.
So y'all know not to put me in charge of commercials.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Last but not least, Gil, we have a more Cuban-themed commercial. Don't know what that means, but let's take a look at it.
Why she since I did him?
Fish.
Yeah, sure do.
Gilson.
These are short films, Gil.
Just straight, just like
Doing shit.
doing shit. They gave him a budget. He was like,
Like, fuck it.
yeah.
Let's make some mini films.
Oh, you made an ad?
Put it on Tubi.
Gil, you came up with this.
Hello?
The fucking bird got it.
I've been looking for one of these.
Gildel Castro.
I think I'm gonna name you Gilberto. Another day in paradise, me and you. I wish I had a friend.
Gilberto, what's up, man?
Okay, I am really losing it.
Wanna play some one-on-one?
Can you catch the ball?
It's like a fever dream. Like, were you high on all this?
My best friend in the whole wide world.
Oh my God, bro.
Cuba shoe invented.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Yes, smoke.
That was a, he was on shrooms
Gil,
or something
the chat
when
is
you
pointing
made
out
that.
You were rocking the James Harden beer long before James
On that
Harden.
Wow.
good.
Gil. Do you remember these?
Goodell.
Yeah, but
That's so
my
that's what I said. We were just
bro.
sitting there, to what's it and trying to
That's
figure out
hilarious.
concepts
That's
that made sense for the
hilarious.
shoes, and we were just like,
Were you taking any mind-altering drugs while you were doing so?
We had to. Because the lobster being in two of them is hilarious.
Now I want to see.
that's the only costume we had.
See,
So it was from the cooking when it was like, well,
Mine was a real commercial.
Oh, mine's with yeah.
Lexie.
I'm about to say mine's with Stuart Scott. I mean,
I
I'm
wasn't
sure
in
they can pull
mine.
mine up with
Remember?
Your
ESPN.
dad and your
I
brother.
saw a real.
I'm on the
Deer
bus
in
with Stuart
headlight.
Scott.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
deer
that's
headlights.
That was a fake deer? It was just sitting there. It was Bango, right?
Yeah, Bango.
Yeah, for sure.
I want them to make those ESPN
Gil-
office ones again.
Oh my God.
yeah,
that
those are
was-
good ones.
I want to be in one of those.
Like, what was that commercial you was in? The
Reebok joint.
No, the other one that I mentioned. It's like it was a bunch of guys. It was like upstairs, downstairs, like you guys.
Yeah, it was really.
That's an NBA commercial, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like.
That was
Like
funny,
the Honey
Gil.
House shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That,
Now
yeah,
listen-
that was big.
That was hilarious.
Well, you, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Like it was just
I
like
love it. I love
it was
it.
just $10,000. I was like, what am I
Two
supposed to
snaps
do with
and
it?
You did a lot for-
8-0.
Huh?
But now let's move on to Mostly Fans, presented by the good folks at Underdog. Go ahead and download the app. Use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick. And we have one Underdog Mostly Fans question. It's a video from Underdog user Zidarian. Shout out to Zidarian.
All the players who will be available for the playoffs, who would you trust to take that last shot with 10 seconds left on the clock?
Of all the players that will be in the playoffs, who do you trust to take that last shot with 10 seconds on the clock.
It's a lot of players.
Kawhi Leonard.
It's a lot.
Can you say Kawhi Leonard? The Clippers will be in the playoffs.
I'm going
Hardest
Steph,
playoff streak in
Steph
team.
Curry.
Lex, you're going with Wardell, Steph, and Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexie, I might be there with you on that one.
Yeah.
Sheryl has co-signed the
Yeah,
Steph Curry
I'm
pick.
gonna co-sign that one.
Mr. B.
Wardell.
10 seconds ago, who's taking the last shot?
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
Because you just saw that one.
Recency bias. Cool.
Recency bias.
I just feel like it's gonna happen with the Knicks.
So Wardell.
Last but not least,
I like that
Not
Kawhi
even your
one.
own.
Gilbert.
Not
Mine
even
is
your
a
own-
half and half,
not even
Goodell
your
Castro.
own team?
and they both play tonight.
No, you don't
I
have
won't even
faith?
be there.
You're not going now? No, Luka?
I won't even.
No, Luka. Go ahead, Mr.
I said they both play tonight. It's Dame mixed with Luka.
Luka, as a reminder,
Dame
will be in the venue
like
for the
someone
playoffs.
picked
I'm
Dame.
gonna
I like
be
Kawhi.
there.
That was a low.
That was a good choice.
Like Dame.
Kawhi was looking.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I'm running with Wardell.
Steph,
Wardell
show.
Curry.
Yeah.
All right, but before we go, we are doing our Gillian subscriber giveaway. The channel is still at 985,000 subscribers. Chad, you were lazy today, not hitting that subscribe button. Do not give them any applause.
Wait, we didn't get nobody?
We're still growing. We're close to that 986, Gil, but lazy.
Wait, we finished with 985 yesterday?
No, we started with 985 at the beginning of the show. There was an expectation that the chat would.
Come on, get on your mama's account. Come on, you know she. Come on, hit the subscribe button.
YouTube's
It's not
are
all
free.
about, you know.
But 985, so we are still giving away $2,000 on this show. We will do that right now, even though some of y'all do not deserve it. So our first winner, Big Dog JT. Big Dog JT, $1,000 coming from the good folks at Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Our second winner, Muggs. Muggs. You have $1,000
Let's go, Muggs.
coming from Underdog. Won $1,000 in bonus cash. Keep subscribing, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to get to a Gillian. Once we do, there are rumblings that we will have a party in the arena, sponsored by Underdog.
Hey, they cleaned it.
Spare no expense. We got the new
This
floor.
was done yesterday. You weren't here.
But before we go,
You just noticed it.
a member of our cast will be celebrating her birthday next week. We did not forget. So Sheryl, we have a special treat for you. You already know.
Next week.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
About me.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sheryl.
My name is Miss Bell.
Oh.
I'm just playing.
Oh, I was like, how
Don't
do you
play.
misspell Sheryl?
Do not play.
I was like, Nick did that.
We did have Nick. We had Nick
Oh,
in the
yeah.
decoration.
It's on the
So
thing.
beautiful.
Sheryl, want to wish you a happy birthday. We appreciate you here in Gil's Arena, presented by
you.
Underdog.
I would have given you a birthday lap dance,
Wrap it up.
but you didn't have no money in your pocket.
And on that note,
let's go. I'm just saying, I don't see a pocket full of ones.
Sheryl, make a wish, blow out the candle.
Women don't keep money in their pockets. We keep it else.
Steve, it's broken.
Other places.
Girl, that's all you had to say.
Yay!
Somebody give this cake, girl. I can pop it. You know what I mean? I can pop it.
We appreciate everybody. We want to wish Sheryl a happy birthday next week. We're not going to be with you. We want you to celebrate. Appreciate everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all next week.